There is an extended version of this video on Patreon. Oh my gosh, I think it's arriving. I just saw the van. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor and I make scrunchies and bows and hair makeup bags. I've been doing so for I have been doing so for 11 and a half years. That is such a long time. Alright, we're getting into it today. I am finally releasing one of the most asked questions on my channel. I literally get asked this question 5 times at least a day, maybe more, some days even more, especially in comments, emails, messages. Do you have a pattern for this and are you releasing a tutorial? Or like, where's the tutorial? Or like, how can I make this too? And that is to do with the makeup bags. So my makeup bags I released back in October, I think, or September of last year. I went through a couple trial phases trying to figure out which design I liked the most, so which way I liked assembling it. Obviously that is not my way of doing it, but the pattern is mine, so I customized the pattern to the size I want, and yeah, worked out all the sizing and shapes and everything, including like the handles, like how big to make the handles, how big to make the pockets and everything like that. So all that's mine, just like not the actual assembly part. Obviously that already was invented. I will be releasing a PDF pattern and a pattern that you can also, I guess, purchase and then I send it to you pattern, like a paper pattern, and that's only like a week away now, like a week and a couple days. I've decided to just spontaneously, I was like, let's do it, let's finally do it. I don't think I'm going to be changing my pattern anytime soon. Obviously, I'm going to say this now, probably isn't going to be perfect. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, but it works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you guys too. So I've just been trying to figure out how, well, first, I know what I'm doing and I'm pretty confident in like teaching other people, but it was the computer side of things where I was like, I don't know what I'm, like, I really don't know what I'm going to do here because I have no idea how to even do a PDF pattern. I don't know. I've never done a pattern before. Like, I've spent the last couple weeks researching how patterns work. I've like been, yeah, trying to learn as much as I can so when I create my own pattern, it won't be a disaster. So, but yeah, and also just like the techie side of things, because yeah, I know how big it is. Like, I know the sizes, I know the like the inches and the centimeters and stuff, but how do I put that onto there? So that's been fun too, learning new programs, trying to download different programs, seeing which ones work for me. I think I finally got the hang of it, but I don't know. We did start off with pages and pages that just looks like this, like just, oh, is that even the right way? Can you, yeah, there are lines on there. Like, it was just, yeah. So I've been trying to like figure it out as I go, really. Because yeah, I feel like as soon as I get the PDF pattern down pat, it'll be fine. Because the tutorial part, I know what I'm talking about. I know I've made so many of these bags. I've made over 500 now. Yeah, made over 500 bags. I know a little bit about what I'm doing, so I feel very confident in actually teaching it. So the PDF pattern will be available to purchase. Same with the paper pattern will be available to purchase. It will also be available on my Patreon if you subscribe to that at a certain tier. Yeah, I will also be releasing a Patreon. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if I'm interesting enough for a Patreon, but we'll see. So yeah, Patreon. I won't paywall the tutorial because I want that for everyone. Obviously, you can make your own pattern. It's not too hard, it's not too complicated. But yeah, if you want to purchase mine and support me in that way, that's cool too. Yeah, I will be posting the tutorial straight to my YouTube channel. And that will probably already be out before I get around to posting this video, so yeah. I'm really nervous about it, if I'll be honest. I've done scrunchie tutorials in the past and bow tutorials, like a bunch of those. Got a heap of tutorials on my YouTube, and I do sell the packs online too. Like, I sell like scrunchie DIYs and stuff, and that's fine, but these are a lot bigger. Like, these are a lot bigger project. They require a bit more skill set. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they go. Whether people even want to buy it, I don't know. I don't know if people just wanted the free version. Maybe they'll just be interested in watching the tutorial, and that's okay too. Any little bit helps because obviously YouTube pays me. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah, by AdSense. So I wasn't even going to do a behind the scenes for this, but I was like, you know what? I'm learning so much. I'm going to tell everyone what I've learned. So far, I started this off with no idea. No idea. ChatGPT honestly has been my best friend throughout this whole thing because I've been just going, how to do this? And they go, okay, this is how you do this. So ChatGPT did suggest Inkscape, which I have been using that, which is a free program. It's alright, it's pretty good. Like, I don't have any like the Photoshop or Illustrator or anything like that. I did watch a couple tutorials for that online, but they all use like Illustrator, and so I'm not paying like a heap of money. It's so expensive to get those sort of programs. I used to have them, but yeah, I don't have them anymore on my laptop. Yeah, didn't want to do that. But I think I've kind of got the hang of it. I had to make pages in like this big document and like put different pages in for the like A4 size, like the exact size, and then I put my exact measurements in and like united them all, and like it was, I don't know how I'll do it if I was actually meant to like do a curved pattern or something. This is the skill set I've got currently. This is the max that I think I'd be able to achieve. I wouldn't be able to do like a dress or something, trying to do that. Not a hope. But this is currently what I've got done. And I know that it's not perfect, but I think it's more my printer than anything else. So I'm going to go print this at like a different place, like maybe get them printed at like Officeworks, just to see how it comes out. Because I also was looking at patterns that I've purchased in the past, right? I've purchased maybe 4 patterns from different sellers on Etsy, and I was looking at those and seeing what sort of instructions they had about like how easy it is, because I know a lot of people struggle with patterns that you have to print out, being like the different sizing and stuff. So I was like, oh. I chose to do the simplest version, which is just 100% scale. So as long as it's got 100% scale, it should be fine. So yeah, this is how it's turned out. So you probably can't see very well. So I've got my, I'm gonna maybe put this on the table and then show you what I've got so far. Alright, so got my logo, which is great. Carry-all bag, large. Main panel, hopefully this makes sense. Cut main fabric, quilt first. So do not cut this piece without quilting it first. Also apply interfacing first for the lining fabric. Hopefully that all makes sense. I mean, hopefully people aren't like me and just like, they hopefully read the instructions first. That's why I put it in brackets, just in case they don't read the instructions, because I'm someone that will jump ahead and be like, oh yeah, I need to cut this one main piece of this, and then be like, oh no, I've missed a step, and then yeah, like have a piece of fabric that's a waste. So that's why I put that there. Also the seam allowance, which is like, you know, like pretty small. I don't really use a big seam allowance. And I've also labeled them. So, and they're also colored too. So this is in black and white, but these little numbers, they're all colored, and they're going to be color coordinated to the different sizing. So my like thing that I'm going to suggest is, if you print it in black and white, color it in like this. So then when you do end up having them all cut out and like you got a few pockets and handles running around, you'll know exactly which one's going to be for the large, if that makes sense. Because I've got the large, medium, mini. I might do a bonus one. When I first did the bags, I did work out how to make a very, very small one. I just have never really made one out of it. Like I never like released it. So I thought I might put a bonus one in. I just did like all the measurements and stuff, all the math for it. Now, print test. This was perfect, and I also included 5 centimeters and 1 inch because I know I've got a lot of US followers and a lot of Australian. Obviously we use different measurements. Now as you can see up the top, we've got it cut off. So I tried everything. I've tried 100% borderless, A4, 100% scale, like I've tried everything. I think it's just my printer, it just cuts off. I did Google that as well, and it says that a lot of printers have like a little part where they just don't print. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Now, I've also got my little diamonds. So that was very important to me because, like, look, even though it's meant to be right at the edge, and it shows right at the edge when I'm, like, looking at on my computer when I'm printing it, it just, my printer doesn't allow it. So you can see that that's going to be exact tick, and that one was an exact tick. Now, the only one that was weird was this one, and I have covered it up, whoopsie days, but it's 2 diamonds, practically, or squares. Yeah, right there, you can kind of see that it does connect to the other one. So I think that's enough to like be enough. I don't know. But I was going to maybe have another play around with this, or just see how it prints on other printers, because it might even just print fine. And we got down here, I think the only other thing I added was like not for commercial use at the bottom, because I did notice that was on a few patterns. Obviously I wouldn't even be able to enforce that, but it's on other patterns, so I thought, let's just put it on. So I was thinking about putting that on. Oh, and I've also, yeah, got the page numbers and everything. So I think I've thought of most things that are on a basic pattern. I don't know. But this is on like really step one for me. I need to, well, I'm pretty happy with how it's printing. I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll print out okay for most printers. Should be fine, hopefully. So we've got, yeah, my large bag. Medium bag is also done. I just need to do my mini and probably the bonus one. But once I got the hang of it, it was like kind of easy to do all the math and like put all the boxes everywhere and like unite them and then do the outline. So yeah, once I did, like once I figured it out, shouldn't take me too much longer. Obviously I'll go print them, make sure that they're looking okay. Then I need to do like a PDF file of the tutorial. I want to have a video tutorial, but I also want to have one that you can read, and I'll have photos in there because I'm a visual girly. I need to be seeing what is going on, and like some of these steps are a little bit complicated, and I want to make it as easy as possible. So it's probably gonna be over explaining, but I want it so people that have no idea what they're doing can still get this done. And then I was also gonna do, like, I was going to sell them too. Like, I was going to sell packs. I feel like they would be quite popular for anyone that's sewing. So yeah, that's my like little intro for the makeup bags, and I'm finally going to sell them after so many comments over the last almost year. I'm going to say for like 10 months. So many comments. Yeah, as I said, I'm happy with how my bags turn out. Other people are too. Like, I'm not saying this is the perfect pattern. I don't know. There's probably better ones out there. Probably better ways to assemble it. But I like the way it gets assembled because it's perfect. Like, there's no gaps. There's nothing bad. Like I tried 3 different ways to assemble these makeup bags when I first did the trials. And yes, I probably could have gotten neater with them. But this one was the one that just looked the best out of the whole lot without, like, you know, accidentally breaking your needle over something. Like, I remember some of them have like massive gaps near the stitching holes, or you had to like bias tape the insides, which would take so much longer than actually assembling this. This bag takes between 6 to 12 minutes to actually assemble, to actually sew up once all the other steps are done. So that part, like, that's pretty quick. Like, that's fine. The rest of it takes, you know, a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes to do all the ironing and all like the quilting and everything else. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. I'm a little bit nervous. Well, I'm really nervous actually. But I do have confidence in myself. Here's another one. I actually printed out so many of these trying to get it right. And I just kept doing little tweaks and like figuring it out. So I think, yeah, I think we're there. I think I figured it out how to do it. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, that's my little intro. I'll be back another day, I think, because I've got so much to do this week. So much. I'll be back and hopefully have a little bit more update for you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. I did just film my tutorial. I filmed 2 different types. Like, I filmed one where I'm talking a lot, so I can like try and tell people how to do things and like take my time to like show things and like giving advice and stuff. And then I filmed another one where I'm literally just pointing at things or tapping it and like going like this to like mean sew down there or whatever. I filmed both because the one that I'm not talking at all is more for everyone. Everyone can view it across the world. I know I've got a lot of international followers. I know that a lot of the translations, like a lot of people watch me and try and read the translations, which I'm so appreciative of, but I know there's a lot of issues with the translations because of how fast I talk, and I'm Australian. It just doesn't compute. Whatever like translator that they have on YouTube, it just doesn't compute very well, and a lot of the words are like messed up. I've had like feedback on that, but like there's not much I can do about that. I can't change that I have an accent, and I can't change how fast I talk. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, I did like one like that, so then no one needs to like be looking for the translation, and like things won't get lost in translation, and it's just like visually like this is what you need to do, because some people are visual learners too, whereas others like to hear it and like hear it and visualize. So yeah, I wanted to do both tutorials for that reason. Although when I did print out my little trial, this is my trial one, so I have made them all on like my little program that I have, which I think is called Inkscape. As I said, it was very difficult to learn like a new program. I'm no good with like computer stuff. I hate computer stuff. I've always hated computer stuff, and it like annoys me so much. But for this, I did want to try and learn it and try and get like a program up and do it myself, just in case I want to, you know, release other things in the future. Yeah, I have spent so many hours trying to figure out how to do things, but I do need to go back to the drawing board, I think, because when I printed out the large one that turned out okay when I did the test run, this was the first one I printed out where it actually printed all the way to the border, which was good, except it's now not printed out correctly. Although the 1 inch and like my little scale, the 1 inch scale and the 5 centimeters, I think it was, like my little boxes, exactly perfect. So I think I've done something wrong on Inkscape where I've made the pattern just not quite right. Like there's, like it's out by probably like 5 millimeters or something, the actual pattern itself. So I do need to go on and fix that and just like test more, print them out more, and like test it all. I'm also thinking about making the handle a touch bigger, because when I was doing the tutorial, I've got the handle at what I used to make them as, but now I add like 2 millimeters, and I just was like, oh, it's gonna be too hard to like explain that. But I was like, but these are gonna be printed out like this, so I could easily add an extra 2 millimeters to these, so then it's like exactly the size I printed out. Rather than, yeah, because like people are going to be printing these out. They're not going to be looking for exact measurements, because that's not what this is. So yeah, I was like, okay. This one did print out very good though. And like another reason, this needs to be like, oh yeah. So like this is exactly perfect anyway. See how like that's matching? So what I say is, as long as it fits here and here, the handle, like it'll be fine. I've been adding like an extra mil or two, like that, probably that much. If you can see. Like that tiny bit more, like to the handle, just to get a little bit more wiggle room. But I wouldn't add much more than that, because then it looks, oh, in my opinion, looks a bit daggy. But I know other people do it like that on purpose. Like, I know probably people do prefer it like that. I just prefer the look of it when they're a little bit more flush against, like, flush against here. You know what I mean? So there's that. What else has been happening? So I did delay launch by a week and 2 days, mostly because there was just no sunlight. I could have worked really hard to get everything ready and got it all done. There just wasn't good sunlight. The sunlight was really bad. Like it was raining every day for like 2 weeks straight. And like if I'm filming something like this, which I know has the potential to get a lot of views and to go viral, I don't want to be filming it in the dark. Like I need proper lighting, because that will also help with the viral situation of, yeah, posting this tutorial. So I'm going to be working on the Inkscape program, making sure that this looks okay. I did get asked about the direction of the fabric, if I'm going to put that on there. I wasn't going to, and I could be wrong about this, but because I was using like cotton and stuff, like it wouldn't matter too much, I don't think. But then again, I don't know, because I don't really know about the directional stuff. Like, I think directional means like which way it stretches, and if like it's cotton or something, it doesn't matter because it doesn't really stretch. So I don't know, I could be very wrong about that. When I did have a Google about it and like how to look at other people's tutorials, I have a couple that I have purchased from other people in the past, and some of them have the direction, some of them don't. And the ones that don't are ones that use the cotton bases. Like if it's a dress or something, I noticed I had the direction, but I have like a tote bag, couple tote bag ones that I purchased when I was doing like that pink thing up there when I was making tote bags, that they don't have it. So I was kind of going based off that, but I think that's why I want to also put like a welcome page in like the instruction booklet that says like, this is version 1. Like I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of feedback both positive and negative on this, just because I don't know everything. There's a wealth of knowledge, and I just unfortunately cannot have it all in my head at this present time, and I'm sure I'm going to learn so much from this release. So I will be putting, like, you know, this is version 1. If I do release a second version, people that purchase version 1 is automatically, like, you just message me and I can just send it through the new updated stuff. We'll see, because I don't know, some people might like it, some people might not, and I don't know, because you can't please everyone. It's very, yeah, you just can't please everyone. There's a lot of people in this world. You just cannot please everyone. So you gotta do what's best for you. So there you go, life advice from Tay. So yeah, I'm very nervous. I'm very anxious. I feel like a lot of anxiety is like resting on this. And I know it shouldn't be, because like I want to do this. I want to share like my limited knowledge with you guys, but I also know that there's some people that will be not very nice about it. So I am kind of bracing myself for that. So we'll see. But yeah, I was thinking about doing like the welcome thing. I do need to sit down on my iPad tonight and make, so I need to edit my tutorials, both of them, and then I also need to sit down on my iPad and make like a photo booklet of the tutorial. So it's a hard copy one that I can send out with QR codes to both videos. And with the pattern, you'll receive the 3 different sizes at least, and like the pattern booklet, which will, you know, go into depth about things like what materials to use, or like, you know, what recommendations I have. And then also the photos, and like printed out, and like it'll be printed out. Once I get all this locked in, so like once I finalize the booklet, finalize the pattern, and then save all of the patterns into, I guess, a zip, I'm gonna have to figure out how to like actually have them so people can download them. And I need to do that, like, so then when people purchase it, it sends them, I guess, a zip file. That's what I've found with like the ones I've purchased, they're all zip files. I have no idea how to create that, but I'm gonna have to figure that out, put all of these different patterns, like, you know, the large one, the medium one, the small one, and then like the bonus one, and then like the label guide, and then the instruction booklet, all in this one zip folder, and then try and like put that zip folder to purchase. It's gonna be, it's like such, like, it's a lot of brain power. It's not very, I don't know, it's very techie, and I'm not into the techie stuff. I actually read something the other day that someone that makes things for themselves and like posts about it, she explained why she doesn't post the pattern. It takes ages to draft a pattern. Like, it takes so long. Like, if it's taken me weeks to do this tiny thing, imagine someone doing a dress or like something that is actually complicated. So like, that's one thing that she said. And then she also said like it's very techie, and like, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it too much like that. Like, yes, it is very, very like complicated and very computer based, and me as a creative person, I want to touch things. I don't want to be on a computer trying to figure it out. Like, I can create the pattern and draw it out, but like, I knew that that wouldn't work because I needed to be able to have it on the computer. I need to be able to have it so people can download it and save it like across the world. So it's been really hard, and like, people would probably be like, oh, well, why are you charging for the pattern? Like, it's just a pattern, it's just a bag pattern. Like, why are you doing this? I'm like, it's taken me weeks to figure this all out and like learn this, and like going back to the drawing board so many different times. So like, it's not easy, and I feel like people that aren't like that don't know it probably won't understand. But like, yeah, it's not easy at all for someone that doesn't know what they're doing anyway. Maybe once you like know what you're doing, it'll be a lot easier, and like, you can kind of smash out patterns. But like, if you have no idea, there's a lot to learn. Then I need to like print them. So I think I'm going to go to Officeworks and just print them all on like nice copy paper, pay the premium just to get a couple done. And then I'm going to go find someone online that prints in bulk and like for a lot cheaper, because obviously Officeworks is pretty expensive. But I just wanted to make sure that they actually print correctly, even from like, you know, a professional printer like that. I also need to figure out someone that prints like the big sizes. I think it's AO or something. Yeah, A0. So I need to find someone that prints that, so then people can print out the whole page if they want to, or like, you know, because I know some pattern people, they will either print it at home or they'll send it off to get printed from their local or whatever in the A0 version. And then yeah, like having to grab all the materials from here and make up little packs. So that I am excited about because it'll be fun to like pick out new materials and get them into packages for people. Again, they're not going to be cheap either though, because like the supplies alone cost so much, and then I'm still doing a lot of work cutting it all out, and then it comes with the pattern too. Yeah, it's a lot of supplies and man effort, woman effort. So I don't know how much I'm going to charge yet either. I'll probably look at what other people are charging for bags, like tutorials and stuff, not tutorials, like patterns online, and then go from there. Probably will have to charge a premium for the actual supplies and everything, because yeah, it's still me cutting out most of the things, so it still like takes time. There's a lot of things to think about, and it's just like so stressful. And then I also need to launch my Patreon, which is just crazy because I don't know what I'm doing there. Like, I'm sure it'll be great. Maybe I feel like it's gonna be very overwhelming come Thursday when I do release all this, and hopefully it all comes together how I want it to. It's just so much to do. So anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update. A lot of this part of the video I won't be able to show you because it's all online, it's all on my laptop, and like I don't really want to film on my laptop screen. But yeah, once I get some more of these actually printed, I'll like show you. I'll also show you how far it's out. So if we get it like there, yeah, so it's out by like about 5 millimeters. So like, see there. So it starts off pretty good, but then yeah, it's like 5 millimeters too big on like most of the parts, but it's like being pushed down. So I don't know if that's because I put like the little black line on it, but I don't think so, because like that's pretty small. Like, yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to like just figure that out. But again, if the thing with printing these out, it won't matter too much if it prints out a little bit incorrectly, because like, I mean, if it prints out a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, it doesn't really matter. Like if it's 5 millimeters out, it won't matter because all this will be sized correctly in comparison to this. So that's probably why, if it was my printer that did print it out wrong, like that's probably why this is still printed out correctly. Like it doesn't matter too much. That they're all gonna like still end up as a bag, even if it's 5 millimeters bigger or smaller. It's still gonna work out. So I think I've been stressing myself out about that a lot, because I'm like, oh, it has to be the exact size, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like if it was 5 millimeters out, if it was like a dress or something, that would obviously matter, but it really won't matter if it's a bag that there's 5 millimeters out. You don't wear a bag. Not one of these ones anyway. And I also was thinking with the zipper, I'll give like probably an inch extra than what is needed, because I noticed with some of my large bags, I cut out exactly the size that it goes across, and it didn't quite make it, because I think when I like pulled it and I stretched it out a little bit, because of like the ripples and stuff, it like, yeah, it like went too far. So I think I'll like add an extra inch, because if people, yeah, if they don't iron it properly or something, and it like gets pulled and you like don't hold it correctly, it can pull. So I think I'll do that. So then, yeah, the zipper is going to be long enough for everyone. But yeah, the 2 large bags that I did was that was the first time that's ever happened out of all the bags I've ever made. But that being said, I only started cutting to exact sizing like a couple months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago. So maybe I just hadn't come across that yet, because usually I would cut that a little bit extra just for like a little bit of allowance, I guess. I'm gonna go work on my laptop upstairs and try and figure out what's going on with these patterns, and try and make a little booklet up to the best of my abilities. I have no idea though. Okay, so I've just printed it out again, and yeah, it printed out fine. So it must have been something I did on my computer, but I just don't know what I've done, because I thought I printed out the exact same way. However, I did notice the last time I printed it printed out exactly like to the borders. Do I have like anything to show you that though? Well, I guess you can kind of see, because like all of these is exact. Like it's actually printed to the border, which I did this one the exact same way. But look. So I don't know what's happened. It's very possible that it's printed from my top, because I got two printers, like it prints from here and here, so maybe printed from the top or something. But I did all the same settings, but I don't know. So that's what I mean, like this was the same on both, but the actual pattern was like this much out. Again, I'm probably just being too pedantic. It's not clothing, it will still work and it will still like fit. 5mm won't like mess it up too much, especially because like it must have sized everything else correctly. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. The only thing I can think of is when I've done it. So this is like what it looks like on my end, which this will be different for everyone too. But when I've printed it, I've gone like, you know, no printing color. I've gone A4 and then I've gone borderless. And then I also explained, you know, you can go A4 and then scale, which is like this, and just scale it to 100. But I just used borderless, but I must have maybe like that. So as long as it's 100%, it should work. But maybe I've accidentally like gone maybe rear tray instead of main tray. So maybe it's like printed out. I don't know. I don't know. But then I also found like it looked like I printed one of these, I noticed. Like it said something different. It didn't say what it usually says. So maybe it printed, yeah, one of these and printed all the way to the sides by accident. Because I usually do that. And then maybe I've just like gone like this or something. Yeah, computer settings, that's going to be a fun thing to work around. But yeah, that's why I've also added all these different little triangles. So there are double ups for the whole pattern. There's two of these, not just one. Because I did notice that like people might think that that goes on top of that, but that is not what you do. I did that because my printer in particular didn't print all the way to the sides, and it's really hard to like show where that side is unless you have two of these. Anyway, well, at least I don't have to change my pattern. It prints fine. I just must have printed it wrong. Anyway, I'm going to go try and work on that tutorial and all the other bits and bobs. Hey guys, I haven't been on. I'm sorry. Okay, so the last few days have just been like me trying so hard to get everything done. There's just so many different things I had to like get all up and running. I am very happy with how the PDF booklet turned out. I will quickly show you a little glimpse of it. I don't know why, but the photos have been removed for some reason. But this is the PDF booklet, so it turned out pretty good. I used Canva, which made it so much easier to like just put everything on the page. And I tried to like write everything prior on my phone prior to inserting everything. I don't know why. Like this one. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like that's the welcome page. So yeah, it did turn out pretty good and I'm happy with it. That, and I also decided to put in US letter because when I looked into it a bit more, I realized that US letter isn't just some, you know, paper that people prefer or something. It's actually what they like US uses. So I was like, well, it's probably not much of a point to put A4 if like a majority of people buying would be from the US and don't have access to A4 printers. So I did do both. It was actually pretty easy because I already knew what I was doing from the A4 version. I ended up making a brand new like template. It's really hard to explain. It's so techy, but like the ink space or whatever I used, Inkscape. I can't remember what I use now. Yeah, Inkscape. You can like put pages on there and like set up a document and then put your pattern on there. So I set up three different documents. One was an A0 page, and then the other two were the US letter pages and the AU pages. And I just like made sure that all of them were looking good. I think everything is okay. Like I think I have launched tonight and I've already had a bunch of people purchase, so I'm just waiting for someone to go, you have done this wrong, and I'll be like, but it's fine. So we're just gonna wait and see if anyone picks up on anything. I've looked over it like so many times and I can't see it, but I did get some amazing people and I will name them: Al, Amanda, Miranda, and Laura. Thank you so much for your valuable help last night. So I did, after I finished all the bits and pieces, including like the PDF pattern and like the draft copy of the PDF pattern and the copies of the A4 and the US templates, so the patterns. I did send those off to some people that offered a hand. There were so many other people that offered a hand, so thank you so much if you were one of those people as well. I was inundated with people yeah, offering a helping hand, and yeah, it's just such a nice community feeling, and I'm just like, I'm so appreciative, because like it is really hard to do it by yourself, and like, yeah, I'm like, I don't have the funds to like pay someone to actually like proofread it. And yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I did send the full set to everyone that did help. They received like all of the patterns and the PDF booklet as well, the final draft. So for their efforts in like just proofreading and like making sure it prints correctly and like giving me some ideas and stuff. So very, very grateful for that. So I did go through with a fine-tooth comb and just I think it's all looking good, like, you know, full stops are dotted and T's are dotted and everything, and yeah, T's are dotted, I's are dotted. Oh my gosh. So yeah, today I spent the whole day editing. So I had already edited one of the videos, but I needed to add in a bunch of like text overlay. So it took me a few hours to do that. And then I had to edit my second video. So I did end up doing 2 videos. I did the silent video and I did the talkative one. The talkative one definitely is very talkative. So I can see why people would go towards the silent one if that's what they prefer. But if they want me to talk your ear off, there is the talkative one too. So I think I will release the talkative one tonight. And then I'll probably like wait a few weeks and then release the silent version. Yeah, and see how that one goes. Yes, that's that. I ended up uploading 3 different like listings. And this is the first time I've ever done a downloadable listing too. So I was so worried because I was like running out of time. Like it took me so long to get those videos edited and like uploaded, and then I needed to like add in like the QR codes and everything onto the PDF patterns, and then I need to like finalize the zip, and oh my gosh, it was just so much. But I got there. I uploaded the 3 different listings. One of them was a fully downloadable one, so it's really cool. You had to like download an extension first through Shopify, which was like a digital download app or something, and then you just upload the file that you want to be sent out. So far so good. I have noticed a few people have already viewed the video, and I'm guessing opened the file, because if otherwise they wouldn't have been able to view the video. So they've done that, so that's good. It works at least. I did try and check it on my end as well. And the other 2, one's a hard copy, so I'll be printing out. I still haven't printed them out. I need to go find a printer to print them out, but I have the hard copy of the A0, which is like quite a big piece of paper that has all of the different pattern pieces on it and the guides. And then I've also, so there's an option to buy that, and then there's an option to buy that plus the PDF booklet all printed out, all looking very nice. So I've got the hard copy one, and then I wanted to put the hard copy link into the DIY kit. So yeah, that's the other thing I did upload, was the DIY kits, and they are very cute. I don't know if I'm going to change them slightly, because at the moment I've just got like green/blue kit, you know, that sort of thing, and which has worked really well for the DIY packs for the scrunchies since I changed them over about 3 months ago. But I've only sold one, but I feel like it's because the price is pretty high. Yeah, so I did do the DIY packs. So the DIY packs come with the little labels, which I'd purchased a bunch of these, but they're so cute. So they're all different like little labels. So they come with one label. I've got heaps of those. They come in small, medium, large, and then you can choose sort of what color you want. I have sold one so far, and I've sold, let's go count how many. It's currently been an hour. It's been an hour since launch. Let's see how many of the actual patterns I've sold. 1, 2, 13 patterns. So that's amazing. And it's like so easy because I don't have to do anything. It's just a digital download, so I don't even have to like send it. It's automatically sent to the customer. So that's amazing. So I have sold a bunch of those. And the last thing I have been doing is just trying to get some stuff on the Patreon. So obviously I have launched my Patreon as well tonight, and like I wanted to try and launch them together so then I could put the DIY like pattern up on Patreon. And I will mention it here, which I have done now. I had to do it like through a Google Drive though, because like it didn't have the ability to do a PDF, which I thought was strange, or like a zip file. But I've just like chucked it up on the Google Drive, I'm hoping that it works fine. But I've just got it for tier 3 and 4. That comes with all that. That comes with all of the patterns. So all my scrunchie patterns, my bow patterns, and that one. But so I'll go through exactly what the Patreon subscription parts are. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a way you can support creators and artists by paying them a monthly subscription to get like bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, like a bunch of things. Already I've posted like a bloopers video up on there because I was like, I'm not going to post that on my normal YouTube because I feel like that's not for everyone. That's for people that actually like me. that's for people that actually like who I am. So I have posted that one, and I posted obviously all the tutorial stuff, and I've just posted a couple other posts. But yeah, it's looking very bland at the moment. I think I will end up posting this video that I'm filming right now on Patreon first, and then eventually release it to the general public. A Patreon exclusive live, like that will just stay on Patreon probably. I don't think I'll like post it on YouTube unless like I do it quite a while later, like a couple months or something. Like I want to do like a whimsical garden theme because Taylor Rose, and like some people, you know, have suggested to call you guys the roses, so like all the rose garden, you know, that sort of thing. Like the fans, my fans, which is so weird to say still. I'm like, I got a fan, what? Anyway, here are the official tiers. I've gone with 4 different tiers at 4 different price points. The first tier is more just like, yeah, just like a payment every month, and like just an extra way of getting support really. So it's priced at $5, got behind the scenes posts, photos and videos, early peeks at new products, so I'll like post that to like all the Patreons. So there's that one. So that one's like just like the basic tier. Then we got the and that tier is called seedling, so it's like, you know, little sprout, you know. Petal Club, which is, yeah, probably the main tier everyone would want to be in. That one's going to be $8 a month to start out with, and then I'll up it to $10 a month after a little while. This is like the inner circle, so you'll have early access to shop sales and product launches as long as I can get them up on time. Exclusive behind the scenes content, bonus videos. So I do want to try and have 1 bonus video per month on the Patreon. So that would be like either a live or like this sort of video that I'll just like post. Like I don't know what to do for now though. I feel like maybe just a video like this, because I feel like if I did a live with my like 2 Patreon subscribers, it would be very, very lonely. So I don't know, we'll see. I might do even just like, maybe I will do a live and just I won't look at the comments because no one will be viewing, but then I can post it directly to Patreon. So that sort of thing. The Daisy thread. So the Daisy thread's $25 a month, and that one is the one that includes all of the patterns. So that one is the one that includes the makeup bag pattern and the PDF files. That one includes the scrunchie tutorial and sizing measurements that you'd receive if you bought one of my DIY kits. I've also got the bow tutorial, like little PDF thing, so I have posted that as well, which that one's actually not available anywhere. That one was a custom request from a customer, so that's on there. 15% off all online orders, and also going into the draw to win a bi-monthly goodie box. That one's like more expensive obviously, but yeah, you can go into the draw to win the goodie box as well. And then the Roses VIP. So the Roses VIP is the ultimate one, and if it ever fills up, I'm going to call it Legacy, and that's like whatever price it is, it's going to stay that price, and then I'll open up a new one. But that one is $45 a month, so it is very expensive. But that one you do get like a special box every season, so that's like to cover my shipping and like costs and everything as well. But you get like a special box every season, which is pretty cool I think, which has like all these like custom products. I don't know what I'm going to have in it yet, but I was thinking of doing it in December, March, June and September. So like the start of a season, but don't know, we'll see. Otherwise I'll do it at the end of a season, because I don't know if anyone will even like, I really don't know if anyone's actually going to want to join the Patreon, especially for an amount that high. So we'll see. But yeah, back to the DIY bags. I will jump on later, like probably next week, because I want to try and make up some DIY kits so they're ready to go. The DIY kits like come with, you know, the zipper and like the wadding and like interfacing, everything you really need to create the bag. They also come with thread, so like Goodman thread as well, which I just realized that the 100-meter threads that I have probably won't be enough, which I put in like the DIY scrunchie kits. But this does go through a lot of thread. Like a large one goes through 1 bobbin's worth of thread to do the quilting, and I think there's about 2 bobbins, like not even 2 bobbins on the full thing. I might have to like put like a little thing in there, you know, if I send out a pink one, like I recommend using the pink and like using a white bobbin, so then you don't waste it, because you don't need the white underneath, like where the wadding is. So yeah, I might have to like put a little note on the thread. And I've sold a couple more like patterns while we've been talking, so that's really cool. Well, that's my little update. So far so good. Very nervous, nerve-wracking experience, if I'll be honest. It's been interesting. I think it's been a very long day. I've been in here working 9, 10, 11, at least 11 hours straight, like just slouched over doing this on the computer. Like I don't even know if I've done everything that I wanted to get done. Like I've sent out my email. I mean, I pretty much did everything I wanted to get done today. Everything else can wait until next week, which is like, you know, figuring out how to print out A0 and yeah, all that. So I'll be back later on in this video and we'll figure out some more things. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I got my retainers in, so if I speak funny, that's why. I mean, I speak funny anyway, but yeah, extra funny today. It gets so cold in here. This is like ice water. Okay, so pretty exciting news. It's been just over 12 hours. Wait, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's been a bit over 12 hours since launch. So I launched at 8 PM last night. I'm just gonna sit down. I really didn't know what to expect going into it, because, you know, every other time I do a launch, I'll get like maybe 30 or 40 people purchase, which is amazing. You know, it's around that general ballpark. I really wasn't sure what to expect going into this, because I knew that like the pattern was something that a lot of people wanted, but you know, funds are tight with a lot of people, so like I completely understood if like people couldn't like afford to get it, which is why I wanted to have the tutorial for free and not just paywalled, because that way people could see it and like, you know, figure it out for themselves if they wanted to try and do it that way. You know, they can see like sort of what the template looks like and kind of work it out. So that was like my thoughts. Before I'd even like published that the website was live, I think I got a bunch of sales for the pattern, and I was up until like 2:30 last night. At that point there had only been one person that contacted me saying that they didn't receive it, so I don't know if that was maybe because they put the wrong email in or something, I'm not sure. I did send them like my Google Drive thing, because I also put the Google Drive Dropbox thing onto Patreon for people to view it on there as well. But I think I've sold the pattern like 80 times so far, which is just crazy to me. I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't know how many I was expecting. I didn't really think about it too much, I don't think. I definitely wasn't expecting 80. And these are people that have never ordered from me before. A lot of them have never ordered from me before. Like a lot of them have, but yeah, a lot of people. And they just kept coming in. So I was really surprised. And so far so good. I haven't had anyone say like there's anything wrong with the patterns, anything wrong with anything, besides that one person that didn't receive it. But yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't receive it. Yeah, so that's pretty amazing. I also sold a bunch of the kits. I wasn't sure at the price point if I'd sell them. I wasn't sure if like they'd be too expensive. So seeing them sell was also really cool to see. And then I also sold a bunch of the A0 patterns, the sheets, the actual hard copy ones, and the booklets. So I have to print them out. I just need to figure out where I want to print them, because I know Officeworks does it, which is like a pretty big chain in Australia, and we have one locally to me, but I know they're expensive, like one of the more expensive ones. So I was gonna see what online has to offer, whether I can find somewhere online that does it. But I do want to try and get that sorted today. Because, you know, if I order online and it turns out really, really bad, I can just go to Officeworks. Like, I have that as a backup option. But I do want to try and like have an online one where it is a bit cheaper, because I think the difference in price is barely, like, it wouldn't even cover between the pattern and the PDF file. Like, I don't think I've like probably priced it correctly, because I don't know how much have I got it at the moment. It might even be the same. Yeah, I do currently have it at the same, but I don't know if I should just include, so if someone purchases the hard copy, I don't know if I should just include the online one for free as well, like the downloadable one, because that's what I was going to do. But that means I should probably up this price, because at the moment I've got it at the same price as, yeah, I've got the hard copy at the same price as the other one. But if I'm going to include the online version like in the hard copy one, I probably should have it a bit more expensive. But oh, something's out of stock already. The medium kit in the pink. I really need to order some more wadding as well. So I think I'm a bit scattered today, because I'm like, what do I do? Well, first up, thank you anyone that did place an order for the pattern, all the kits, all the hard copies. Yeah, being blown away. I can't believe it. And considering that's only just, it's not even been 24 hours yet, and I've already sold like 80 something of these. Like, that's just crazy to me. It's just, wow. And the conversion rate's really high too, because my usual conversion rate's under 1%, because obviously I have a pretty big channel. A lot of people just go to my website to have a little looky. They're not really going there to buy something, so that tanks my conversion rate. But the conversion rate's currently sitting at 5%, which I've never seen it that high before, so that's a lot. Hang on, let's have a look at how many people viewed the 826 people today have viewed it. Let's go see yesterday. Yesterday was 569, so there's, oh, and the conversion rate was 6.33 yesterday. Well, last night, I should say last night, because it was more so last night. It was only 4 hours. So in that 4 hours, that's quite a few people. So that's really, really cool. And it's also nice to have something that I've done all the work for, and I can just sell now. Like, it just goes straight away. As soon as someone places an order, it gets sent out, and I don't have to do anything, because all the work has already been done. And I've already done my YouTube tutorials and everything. Even the YouTube tutorial, that has like gone crazy overnight. It's currently my best performing, and I just wasn't expecting that, because I think it's like up here, because usually the tutorial videos I do, they're not like amazing. Like, they don't get as many views on my channel. I know people like the vlogs, they like me talking, but I think everyone was really interested and intrigued to see how I did the makeup bags, and they just wanted to like support that as well, even if they're not like someone that sews themselves. Because I know I've got a lot of people that sew on here, but there's also a lot of people that I just like, you know, do crafts or something. And there's been so many lovely comments as well, tutorial saying that they love it and stuff, so that's really nice too to hear. Yeah, so now I'm sort of in a limbo now, because I'm like, I think because I've been working so hard like for like the last 2 weeks. Like, there's so much stuff that goes into pattern, like just drafting a pattern, putting it on something. I think next time, if I was to do this again, hopefully with something that's still easy enough, not just something that's like really complicated, like the bags. Not even complicated. The bags aren't complicated. There's something's more complicated than the bags, I should say. Like, if I was to do my tote bag or something, or I'm bringing out like the hair case ones. So if I was to do like those sort of ones in the PDF as well, I feel like I'd probably be able to do it quicker, because I had to learn everything from scratch. I had to learn how to use a new program. I had to learn all the functions in the new program. I had to learn about what is included in a pattern. I had to learn about patterns. Like, I did like a Skillshare class on that. Things are usually included in a pattern. Like, I got a lot of feedback from groups. I got a lot of feedback from you guys. I even like did a very small sample group, which I already mentioned before, that had to look over things and just tested it and stuff. Like, from like point A to point B, it was just so much work. and obviously it has paid off. But now I know all this information which I can use to do more patterns in the future if I want to. I don't think I would get as many people interested in the tote bags because like they're not as a viral product. I just like each photo now, it's really red. So I don't think that would sell as well. I don't know, we could see. And maybe the hair case one. I feel like I need a day off because like I've just been working crazy hard, but I'm also like there's still so much to do. I need to figure out so much stuff online, like where to print everything, make sure it prints okay. I might even check out Vistaprint and see if they do like a booklet because I do have a bit of credit on there, so I might do that. And I also need to print out like little QR codes of the PDF pattern because I've uploaded them to a Google Drive link into a QR code. People can scan it and then they can access it so I can put it in orders, because I was going to do that for the DIY kits. Well, I was thinking about doing it for the hard copies too. And of course I still need to cut out all like the pieces for the DIY packs, so that'll be interesting too. Oh, and yeah, the QR code needs to go on the DIY pack because I was going to print them out, but after like, looking at how expensive it would be, and like that'd just be an extra thing that I'd have to do, and then I'd have to cut out that piece of paper. It just wasn't worth it. So I was like, I'm just going to add in the QR codes. I feel like the listings were rushed a bit because I didn't have a lot of time. So hopefully they all made sense and like what people are going to actually get. I think I have been a little bit vague with what you're going to get in the hard copy ones, but I think I'm just going to add in the QR code because then you can print it out separately. I don't know if it's like anyone else, but when I take vitamins or like when I take something, my nose gets really itchy. Maybe I'm allergic to it. Because this happened last time I took them too. Like I just started getting so itchy around my nose. And let's talk about Patreon, because this video will be my first Patreon video, I think, because I'll post on Patreon first. And that's why I want to get it kind of done and like finalized so I can post on Patreon like even like next week or like whenever the A0 patterns come in, because I want to try and get it out this month. Let's have a look. I know that there's been at least 2 people when I went to bed that had signed up, so thank you so much. I will give them a little shout out. Let me just get it into the app so I can have it on my app. Also, I did read that if you are looking to sign up, don't sign up on your phone. Like if you have an iPhone, sign up through the computer because Apple charges you an extra 30%, so you don't want to do that. So there's been 281 people visit, 14 people are active members, but I think a lot of that, there's 11 that are free members and 3 that are paid. So thank you so much. We've got Christine, Dana, and Tracy. So thank you so much for being my first Patreon subscribers. That's like so crazy. Oh my gosh. I need to figure out how to use Patreon as well. So maybe I can do like, I could maybe like do a teaser post and like do this. Yeah, so I don't know, I've got so much to do, but I'm like, maybe I should have a little break. So I probably do need a little bit of a rest. I do have 3 events coming up, which is very unusual for me. I don't usually do a lot of things during the month, like social activities, but I have my niece and nephew's birthday this weekend. I have Kai's 21st next weekend, who owns a small business called By Kai, and she has like pet accessories. And then I have my little cousin Brody's Deb, her debutante ball. So I have to figure out outfits for like 3 things, and I'm like, I don't want to think about that, especially in winter. It's so hard. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I also did these. I don't know if I mentioned that. I did like the tiny one. So I made sure that was correct, and like people can kind of figure it out for themselves, I guess, because once they do the other bags, they can, yeah, figure it out. Because at first, I think I did it wrong. Because like this was my first one, and like this is my, yeah, it was like out. Because I looked at that, because I've never made this. This was like my first trial one. You can kind of see like I've done all the lines and like the math. And I've like looked at it and gone, no, that's not right. That's not right. I think I'm going to make a list of everything that still needs to be done. Because there's so much things that are just bounced around in my head. So stuff that needs to be done for this, like printing out the patterns, like the A0 pattern and like the PDF booklets and stuff. So that needs to be done. I do need to order more wadding, and I do need to pay my car insurance. So like those 3 things need to be done today. And then like there's just other things like my launch. I've delayed that so many times. That was meant to be done at the end of last month. It's now August. So I do want to try and get that done. But by the time that's up, probably gonna be September now. I've just been like so inundated with things. And then I've got so many sponsored videos, which is an amazing thing for me. Like obviously the sponsored videos as like an extra income stream. For example, like a bag or something, if I was to make this equivalent amount that I make for a brand deal, if I was to make them in bags and sell the bags, it could be like a day or two's worth of work for something that I can do in like an hour. So they do make more sense financially to try and like push the brand deals because of how good they are, which yeah is a really amazing opportunity for me to like try and do those. So if you notice more brand deals, that's why, because like they really are a really good opportunity for me. And plus I have already worked with brands that I already know and love, which is really cool. There has been a few brands that I haven't heard of before, but it's been cool to like try them out and yeah, see how they work and stuff. So that's been really cool too. I have a bunch of brand deals coming up. I have been trying to like only do 2 a month though, because I can't do too many things because it would just be too much. Patterns in the Patreon was only meant to be like a week's worth of work, but it turned out to be like 3 or 4 weeks worth of work. I started like ages ago. I started weeks ago trying to like figure this all out. Started filming the video well and truly into actually figuring it out. There's just been so much. I love this. I love that this is in here. This in here was a great thing I did. Super excited about that. I feel like I'm just talking for the sake of talking at the moment. I probably should go. Oh, I will mention though, so I did mention in one of my other videos that I got the knockoffs for these. My Boss headphones, like they fell apart, the like thingies. I got knockoff ones and like they annoy me. They annoy me because they keep falling out. So I know they said that they were good in my last one, because they were good until like I knocked one of them out, and now it just won't sit back in. So it has been a very annoying process. So I think I'm gonna have to buy, like, spend the $40 and pay for new ones, because it is a thing I use every single day. If I wasn't using them every single day, if I was using them like once in a while, I'd probably be like, but I do use them every single day. So I think that's like an important thing for my sanity, that actually is something that works. I think I'm gonna jump off. I will be back on once I figure out who I'm gonna print with. There's a lot of Facebook groups I'm in, so I'm just like scouring through those and seeing who people recommend. I'll weigh up like quality but also price. I think I will just print it on draft paper, because like a pattern is like usually pretty like thin paper anyway, so I'll probably just print it on the thinnest paper that they have, which is usually like the draft or whatever it is. For the PDF, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if I'll print it on like actual paper, or if I print it on like through Vistaprint and make like an actual booklet. And I'll just have to weigh up and see the prices, because I did a quick little look around and like I worked out it would be like $10 to print the booklet and $6 or $7 to print the A0 at Officeworks. So that's how I priced them initially. I was like, okay, I won't be making any money on this, like compared to the PDF. Like if you're comparing the downloadable one to the hard copy one, I won't really be making any more money than I would be if they were just purchasing this one. If I can try and, you know, order in bulk from somewhere that's a little bit cheaper than Officeworks, that might like more shift it towards the hard copies being more financially better. But I just want to offer something that like the A0 patterns, because I think that's like a cool thing. I know Rosemary, is that her name? Rosalie Apparel. So Rose, oh my gosh, that's so bad. I do follow her, sorry. I know I've like watched her videos, oh gosh, that had been like 3 years ago now, but I remember her having the patterns and like she'd fold them up and put them in this like cute little booklet thing. So that's like what I wanted. I was like, oh, I want the hard copies, they look so cute. I don't want to just do PDFs. So yeah, I'm gonna do the hard copies. If I ever do a launch again, I'll try and have the hard copies ready to go, so then like they're all in their like little folders and stuff. So I think that would be really cute as well. I think the pattern idea is cool and I'm glad I've done it. I just hope people like it. I guess it's literally the one I use for my bags, so if people like the bags, I'm sure, like, and I think I've said it on the pattern, I'm sure there's the improvements to be made, and like I'm open to improvements. Like, yeah, there's just, like, everything can be improved. I think I'm gonna go write my list because I think I'm just talking for the sake of talking at this point. I think I already said that. So I'm gonna go write my little list. Thanks again for anyone that purchased the pattern, and I'll be back soon with an update. Just one more thing, because it has absolutely nothing to do with the video, but the camera I use, which is the Canon G7X Mark II, I bought it for $600 and I think $30. I actually thought I paid way more than that, but I had a look. I bought it from Amazon like 3 or 4 years ago. $633, $30 or something like that. That's a very good deal. Anyway, people are selling this camera for like $2,000 or more at the moment. And I'm just like, how did it go up in value? I don't know if it's because it's a discontinued, I think it's discontinued or something, but I did notice that they're selling them secondhand. And I was like, oh, I can make a quick buck here, but I love my camera. I do need probably a new one because I know the audio is not great on it. It is just getting older and the screen's now like got green glitches around the corners. But yeah, so I probably will need to get a new camera soon. I thought that was pretty cool. Usually if you buy, you know, a phone or like an electronic device, it usually goes down in value, not up. So I thought that was really cool. Going back to writing my little list. I haven't got very far. I did call Birch, which is where I get my wadding from, and I was like, oh, you know, how much would it be if I was to get more than one? Because when I purchase a wadding, they're massive. Like, they're taller than me practically, and like, you know, like probably that. Like, they're really, really big. And they cost me about $105 to get it shipped. Like, she'll call me up and go, oh, you owe an extra $87 because I already pay like a $15 like fee at checkout. So yeah, it's about $100 and something, and they also upped the price like recently. Like, it was probably around the same time that I started doing them, like probably 6 months in, they upped the price. So now it costs me about $200 to buy the wadding. So I do need to buy more wadding, but she said it would be pretty much the same. Like, it would be the same, like $87 per one you get. I was like, okay, fair enough. She said that if I get a pallet, which is 8 of them, it's about $60 per piece, or the best option is to go drive up and get them. And I was like, okay. So I think for this time I will just get the one, then I'll probably have to go drive up and get a couple eventually, and maybe just store them somewhere, maybe in the spare bedroom or something, because they are really big and they are really bulky. That way I've got a bunch of them. I don't know if I'll ever get through them all, but yeah, so that's done. So well, sorry, it's not done. I still need to put the order in. And then I'm going to also order my other wadding, which I think is like $130. So that one's pretty expensive too, and that one's like a lot less material. It's just that too. What else do I need? Oh, and I've just been looking at the Rascent thread, the 1,000-meter ones, because I realized that my 100-meter spools that I did purchase for this probably won't cut it for the big ones. Maybe for the little ones, I could probably get away with shipping out the 100-meter ones, but for the really big ones, I think I'm gonna have to put in a big thread. That's actually probably a good thing. I can do with the small and the medium size, I can use the 100 one, and then with the other size I can use that. If I do the mini with the small one and then the medium and large with the bigger ones, and that way I know for sure I can get 1.5. Like, if you do 2 full bobbins, like, you won't have enough to do the full bobbin remaining on this. Like, it'll probably go about halfway. So if you fill up the bobbin halfway, you should be able to get enough out of it to do two like 1.5 bobbins and then 1.5 on the thread. To sew the whole bag, I reckon a mini would definitely be fine with just 1 bobbin to do the lines and then all the other stitching. And then, you know, it's still got about half. And then so, yeah, I think for the medium and the large, I have priced them differently. I was going to put them all at the same price, but I was like, oh, well, the large is practically double the mini, so I might as well put that up a bit higher. And I'm glad I did, because yeah, the Rascent thread, it will cost me a bit. I think it's like $5 a pop, that's even through wholesale. So I do need to order that to the Rascent thread. But I think everything else, like, should be okay for now. Like, I do need to order more of the zipper tape and zips soon. Maybe not the zips, but definitely the zipper tape. I think I've only got like maybe 40-60 meters or something sitting up there, and if I'm doing another like launch, I'll need more. I don't know, just thought I'll give you a little update. Okay guys, still haven't got very far. So I went on to Mr. Print because I knew I had credit on there from all the work that I did with Vistaprint in previous years, or like last year, they stopped their Vistaprint program for creators, or at least that's what they told me. I don't know. Maybe they just dropped me. I don't know. No, I do think that they stopped the program in Australia. Unfortunately, they still have it in America, but unfortunately I'm not in America. I'm in Australia, so I cannot partake. It would be good if I could, but I can't. So yeah, because I was an ambassador for them for a few years, and you know, would do spot like posts for them, and then they'd pay me merchandise credit. So it was like actual work that, yeah, they were paying me with. But I had like probably nearly $200 saved up in credit that I hadn't used yet, but expired 2 weeks ago. So I was like, no way, like that's crazy. So they did reimburse that, which is nice. They because I just contacted them and said, hey, please. So yeah, they put that back on there, so at least I've got like nearly $200 to play around with, to figure out this booklet and to figure out the QR codes and do all that. So that's a little bit extra money that I can play around with. But yeah, I've ordered my wadding. I ordered 2 rolls. So I ordered the roll that I use that's thick, and I ordered the thinner roll, and then I've also ordered brass and thread, and then I've tried to like do my car insurance. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive for car insurance if you are like, I don't even know, like I'm 26 turning 27. I thought that if you're under 25 it's really expensive, and then it just like they get rid of that caveat. But I tried last year, wasn't doing it, like nah. So I still had to go under my dad's policy. And then this year I was like, okay, I really need to put myself on there, because now like they're getting more stricter with like the rules. Like it's like if you drive it more than once a year you need to be on it. So I was like, ah. And I tried so many different places. I was like $1,500, $1,800, and I'm like, who's paying that per year for car insurance? Because I usually pay like $500 or $600. Again, that was under my dad's name. Yeah, so I found somewhere that did it for $600, and I was able to put me and Josh on there. So in case, you know, in case one of us got into the accident, we're both covered. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. Hey guys, I thought I'd just jump on real quickly and give you an update on how everything went. It's currently Monday morning. It's been, what? So I launched Thursday night, so it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then yeah, Monday morning. So far I've sold over 100 patterns, which is just crazy. I did not think that, yeah, there'd be that much of a, I guess, want for them. It's just been crazy. And then I've also sold a bunch of the A0 and the like PDF patterns. I have ordered those over the weekend. I think I did mention in this vlog earlier that I was looking at like someone to make those. So I have ordered a bunch and they've been shipped today, so I should receive them hopefully tomorrow, and we can just, yeah, double check that everything is exactly how I want it to be. When I did kind of do a deep dive into how much this stuff will cost, it is pretty expensive to order A0 patterns, looking around like a $5 mark, maybe $6. It was probably like the cheapest I could find, and that included the GST and the shipping cost. So obviously that costs a bit to ship them. If I order in bulk, it'd probably be better, but I didn't want to order more than like $100 worth, just in case they come and they're not usable. Like what if they come and like they're not printed correctly, or like something's wrong with them. So I wanted to just make sure, like I ordered a smaller batch first. I think it cost me $130 all up, and I just ordered a small batch of both the patterns and the booklets. I ordered one of the booklets that they actually make, and then I ordered A3 sheets, double-sided and coloured. So I wanted to like see which one would be more viable for me, because the booklets are a lot more expensive, like $2 more expensive than doing it, like I guess making your own booklet. So I'm hoping it's printed out correctly and I can just, yeah, put it all together myself. So I was thinking about sewing down the middle, because I thought that would be like kind of nice, because it's, yeah, more so like sewing related. That happened. The only thing I still have to do is print from Vistaprint. Make sure I can, yeah, get those QR codes ready so I can start packaging up this week. It should arrive by Friday, I reckon, if I order them today. Probably even like Wednesday or Thursday, because they're pretty quick at shipping everything, especially if I choose express. Yeah, I want to try and get started on all the orders this week, all the DIY packs. I have sold a bunch more DIY packs as well. All in all, this launch has been very successful and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much for everyone that did place an order or like supported in any other way, like viewing the YouTube videos and everything. Also, I did have a few more Patreon subscribers. That's really cool as well because I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so that's really what's going on. I'll have to change this battery. Let's do that first. And the other thing that really has nothing to do with this video, but considering this is the current vlog that I am filming, I will tell you about it. I had the market on the weekend, so I went on Sunday to Maui Earth Market. Everything was going as, I guess, as you could expect. Everything was fine. The actual day itself, it was a very quiet market compared to usual. Like, I usually make about $1,000 there. I think the range I've had is like $900 to maybe $1,100. Yeah, it's somewhere between that ballpark. I don't think I've had anything less, maybe in the 800s, but nothing less than that for that market. I did end up with a total of $400. I think it was like a little bit more. I have to double check because, as you'll find out in a second, I was not myself yesterday. So a little backstory is I, for my entire life since I was a child, have believed I am like deathly allergic to bee stings. And like, because the last time I was stung by a bee, I ended up in hospital. So, you know, anytime a bee ever landed on me, I would like freak out and, you know, someone else would have to try and get it off me without stinging me and stuff. Like, I just remember all those different times when I was a kid or like even in my teen years where I'll like have to be very careful around bees. Yeah, well, yesterday I had my hands behind my back because the sun was finally coming out and it was freezing, and I've gone to move them to the front and I've been stung. And I've just gone, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die. But luckily I got the stinger out within like 2 seconds. Like, I looked at it and I went like this and like I got it straight out. Apparently you're not even meant to pull it out because it can get stuck in there, but I think because I wiped it, I like kind of like, yeah, like this, and it came out. So it was only in there for, I'm gonna say a top, like maximum 5 seconds, but it would have been like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, because I got stung as I put my hand forward. I looked at it, I went like this. So I was like, I've been stung by a bee. So that was not fun. Yeah, so like the next hour or two was just like, I can't even remember it. I was like so panicked. Luckily I had someone that I knew there that I was actually speaking to at the time that happened, and they went and got first aid for me and, you know, got everyone. So I like had all this crowd of people around me. It was so embarrassing, and like people were still coming into my store, and yeah, that person was helping serve customers because I was like, yeah, getting first aid on me, and like everyone was around me like looking at it and like making sure nothing was still in it and like giving me all like this stuff. And since like I was a kid, I've always had Phenergan on me, which is like an antihistamine sort of thing to have just in case. Like, I've always got it on me because I'm like, if I get stung, I need to have this, otherwise, you know, I'm gonna end up in hospital. So I had that straight away. But I don't have non-drowsy. It was a drowsy one and I took 2. So that happened, and yeah, I had like the medical team like waiting by me for like an hour, and then my mom came and my dad came, and yeah, just like, yeah, it was so embarrassing. But like I was okay, but yeah, oh my gosh, I did feel like I was gonna like faint or something. I don't know if that was like because I was stressed, because I was like, oh my god, like I've been told from a young age that, you know, if I get stung, it's not good. Like, I think that was like in my head, but like everyone sort of calmed me down, you know, like every bee sting's different, like even the bee's venom's different, like da. So many different variables, and like I just got lucky. But yeah, and like I had like the Phenergan, like, and I got the sting out like almost straight away. Whereas as a child, I probably had it in there, like ran up to mom and like then had it taken out. So it was probably in there for like a good minute or something. Oh yeah, because I think there's been twice that I've had a sting. Because I remember I was eating something and there was one on like an apple or something and it stung me here, and then the other one was on my hand, on the same hand, I think. Yeah, I got stung on my hand. That's what it currently looks like. It's quite red. There's a little visual for you. It's quite sore. Not great. And yeah, yesterday I was just so out of it. Like, I was fighting off sleep. Yeah, I was so tired. I could have fallen asleep. Like, if I had closed my eyes for like a minute, I reckon I would have just fallen asleep on the chair. I was so tired and exhausted. I ended up not even driving home because like I was with my dad and we had to go somewhere straight after that market. So I slept in the car and I did feel so much better after like a little nap. Yeah, it was like scary. I know it's just a bee sting, but I was like honestly so scared because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But no, it was fine. I think I just got lucky. But yeah, it is really hurting today. Like, that's what I've woken up with. Like, actually, it wasn't even this bad yesterday. So I think that's like a thing as well. Like, it just swells up the next day. I don't know if you can see like the sting mark, but there's like a little tiny one there. So not fun. Don't recommend. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to do anything today because I'm honestly so exhausted. I don't know if it's because of the like any histamines I took yesterday and they've just knocked me out, and also my hand really hurts. Like, it isn't my dominant hand, which I am very grateful for. It is my left hand, not my right, so I can still do a lot of things. And it was also my thumb, so I can kind of like maybe like use my fingers to like apply pressure or something if I'm like cutting. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might take the rest of the day off and just maybe do some editing because I do need to print out those QR codes for the pattern drop. But yeah, that was my eventful day yesterday. It was very, yeah, different experience. Really hurting me. And I'll probably jump back on later. Feels so weird too because it's all swollen. It just feels like just unnatural. A few lists of things I need to do, things I need to get done because we've got such a big month coming up. So we're currently in August. Got a massive month. I really want to try and have this release, like my new release, like started and kind of like on its way by the end of August. So yeah, there's a lot to do still. And then yeah, I still need to get out some orders for this release. Let me just have a look at how many orders I actually have. So I got 25 orders that have to be fulfilled, and I think I sold 130 orders. I think, yeah. Oh, sorry, it'll be 135. And 25 of those are ones I actually have to do something with. Yeah, thanks for listening to my little story about my little bee sting. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can jump on and we can start doing these DIY packs and getting them prepared and choosing some fabrics, because that will be really interesting as well, trying to choose fabrics, because there's so many choices. So many choices. That's another reason why I wanted to do the randomized ones. I might in the future do some that are specific and like so you know exactly what you're going to get, but I feel like the randomized ones are good because I can choose. I've got so much, so I can just choose any of these. Okay, so I have just received the first instruction booklet. I ordered one like this that was already stapled, but this costs so much more to come stapled than it costs to make these pages, and this is actually higher quality paper. You can tell instantly that this is nicer to feel and touch. This one just feels like normal copy paper, so this one feels a little bit more luxurious. I did have to condense my last page, well my two last pages down onto one and just have like the legal part on this page with the thank you. They turned out quite nice. I think you can't really see like through it if you've just got it like this. And if I'm gonna fold these in half and then sew them down the middle, but I just made sure that they all make sense, that they're all in the same like, yeah, page numbers. And it looks great. I'm glad I got this and this to compare. Yeah, as I said, I think this one was like $6 or $7 to get made up, whereas this I think was $5. So it's a saving of about $2. My A0 pattern hasn't arrived yet though. They got shipped differently because this was a smaller item, I guess, and they probably have the A0 ones rolled up. Yeah, that's what I have so far. I also went down the shops yesterday and I bought some A4, what do you call it, like envelopes to put these in. I also ordered the QR codes, so I've got them in like a cute beige color, kind of similar to this color, which I know that probably looks white, but it's beige. I also noticed that they don't go all the way to the edges. You can probably see that. I mean, that's probably just me being pedantic. It still looks good, like it's still like a kind of like a border around it, I suppose, and it's really not that different in color. Yeah, so I ordered that, and I ordered this page. So I've ordered this page to go like stick it on the front of the envelope. I was lazy. I didn't remove the instruction guide. I didn't do that, but I thought, because I was going to, but then I was like, well, I'm going to be putting the QR code in the envelope anyway. The QR code is obviously the instruction guide, like just a PDF version online. So I mean, it still makes sense. Like some people will know that it's not technically 3 sizes, but I've just kept it as three sizes because that's all that's mentioned in this booklet. I haven't mentioned this bonus one, so I just kept it as that. So this will be like the front page, but it will be like on the letter envelope. Also, those are so expensive. I reckon all up to do like this set of like hard copy, probably be like over $10, because yeah, with the A0, with the pattern, with the QR code, and with the like just all the bits and pieces like the flyer that I purchased to put on the front, and the actual envelopes themselves were really expensive. I just couldn't believe how expensive they were. I used to get mine from Kmart, but Kmart doesn't sell them anymore, so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Yeah, I got that. And also I don't know how I'm gonna ship them yet, because oh, that's right, I did also order A4 envelopes, like shipping envelopes. So I ordered the A4 white envelopes to put everything in. Then I'm going to put that envelope into another envelope to ship the A4 documents. So I have ordered those from Visprint too. I don't know when they'll come in. I'm hoping they'll come in this like week or early next week. But it's just like a pretty floral on the front. Not like this. It's one that they had already pre-selected. I just did it quickly, but it was like pink and I think yellow or something. And like watercolor floral. So and it'll be like this big. Very similar to, it's like similar to this, how it's like one of these. So I've ordered this, but obviously the bigger version, so it'll be like this. 2 of them. I think I ordered no, I don't know if I ordered 100. I can't remember now. Maybe 100, maybe 50 of the A4 version. So then I can put all of them in there. As soon as the A0 sheet arrives, like the pattern sheet, I'm going to check it out and make sure that everything's correct, because this I'm happy with. I'm going to reorder this, but I'm going to wait until the A0 comes in, which hopefully will be tomorrow, and I'll do a big order, because as I said, I didn't want to order heaps of these and have them all wrong, because yeah, that wouldn't be good. I'm going to jump back in here later on, and I'm going to like press all these down, all these seams down, and then I'm going to sew it with a sewing machine. I think that's what I want to do. I want to like just like do a big stitch all along. I think I've seen that someone else do that with their sewing patterns. I can't remember who, like would have been years ago. I can't remember who did it. I'm sure there's lots of people that have done it, but I want to just like sew down the middle, because I think that's cool and like a bit more, yeah, crafty. Everything's turned out quite nice. All like the pattern pieces are in there, and it's obviously double-sided too. And as I said, yeah, it just feels so much nicer than this one. This one just kind of feels like just normal copy paper if I was to do it at home and like staple it together, whereas this one feels like soft. I don't know, it's glossy almost. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So I'm going to get started on that very soon. Also, these are the things I purchased. C4 fits A4. I hope these fit in the like things I just ordered, like the envelopes I just ordered, because these were pretty expensive. But the envelopes like that I'm going to be shipping in were even more expensive, so oh my. Okay. Let's grab one of these out. Let's have a looky. So it fits with plenty of room around. I mean, I could just ship it in this, but I'd rather it be in like a nice kind of sturdy cardboard thingy. Anyway. I'm gonna go grab my other ones that I have. These are my other ones. These are nicer. Same size. But yeah, these are like a more crisp white than these. And these would have been cheaper. But Kmart don't sell them anymore. Just so annoying. I think next time if I do another pattern release, I'm going to like make them half the size. Like the booklets and stuff. Because like these are pretty big. And I feel like the actual booklets that you get, well, anywhere. Well, not booklets, but like the patterns and everything, they're always that half size, like more like that size and not A4. But that's okay. Live and you learn. The next one I do, I could possibly do that, like the next order. But I mean, I've already purchased everything to do with this being really big, so oh well. I was thinking I fold all these in half first. Okay, that's the first booklet. I think there's, I don't know how many I ordered, maybe 5 of these. I just wanted to make sure that they actually worked first before I ordered more. I've also got this so I can do it properly. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have done it on that. But yeah, look at that. Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And did I end up changing this? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so that's like my little booklet. And then I reckon I'm just going to sew in the middle. Just make sure that's nice and crisp. I'm going to do it on the industrial. I don't know how it's going to go. I should probably almost clip the pages so then they don't move while I'm sewing. I know that I should clip maybe here instead, actually. This feels almost illegal to do. I don't know. Maybe go like even bigger, like 4. There we go. I feel like I probably could have even done it even bigger stitch length. And I think next time I'll do it from the outside in. Because I don't like you can obviously see like the puncture marks. Because the inside looks good. That part looks good. So yeah, I reckon I'll do it from inside in, outside in. I think I need to turn off my automatic back stitch. I think that's also my issue. Because I can just do... Okay, so it's like back stitched a little bit there. I think that turned out much neater. I don't know if you can tell. You can't see like the puncture marks. Puncture marks are on this side, but yeah, and doing it without the double back stitch kind of saves the pages from snapping apart too. Got my little stack. There isn't many here. I actually think I've definitely sold more than what I've got at the moment. So we'll have to do another order, but I need to wait for those A0s to come in just to make sure. Yeah, so I don't know. Might pull these aside for now and just start working on some other things. Possibly the DIY kits, because I know like they've been popular. I think I might even just write down all the orders, like everything that has sold, what to order as well, and what to make. Because if I've sold, let's just say I've sold 10 of those booklets, I'd rather purchase 20 so then they're there and I can make them up and I can make the sets up and they're ready to get shipped out. So yeah, I want to just like have a look, and that way I'll know as well how many of the A0s I've sold as well, because I know there's a few that I've sold. So I'm going to write everything down, figure out what exactly I need to do, and then I'll jump back on so we can make the DIY packs up. The only thing I'm missing out of those are the little QR codes. Everything else I should have, and I should be receiving my wadding hopefully this week as well. Oh, and the thread as well. I've only got the little threads. I don't have the big ones. So I should be able to make some of them up, like the mini kits and maybe even the mediums. But yeah, definitely the largest. I think I'll need that 1000 meter thread, not 100. It's just not going to be enough to make the actual full bag. People will run out of thread by the end. I'm not a massive fan of how I've highlighted this because, I don't know, I think it's not doing bits for me like it usually does. I have to highlight everything. It just helps me see it. So Like I highlight, you know, if I've got a medium bag, I'll highlight it in blue. If I've got like an XL scrunchie, I'll circle it in purple. But for the DIY packs, I've just like done 3 different or 4 different colors, and I don't like that. Anyway, let's see how many I've actually sold. So I've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I think I've counted that wrong. I've sold 11 of the A0s. So the big patterns. Sold 5 of the booklets. So that means I've actually got enough to ship those out, but I do not have the A0s yet. 14 of the kits. So I'll have to also wait for those for like the QR codes, but I could start making those up, and also the thread, but I could start assembling those. And I've also colored in what color. So I've done like kits that are randomized. So PP, which is pink and purple, BG, which is blue and green, YOR, which is yellow, orange, red. Sell a fun print. So the fun prints are like things like animals and insects and rainbows and unicorns. Those are ones more like almost kiddie prints, but just, I know, a bit more fun, a little bit more fun. So that one's gonna be interesting because I don't know which one to choose for that one. Yeah, and then I've just sold like my usual bits and bobs. So I've sold a couple of scrunchies here and there, a couple coin purses, because I'm meant to have a new launch, and that has been postponed so many times because I've just been so busy, which is a good thing. But I don't know whether, I think it's because the bags. I think the bags obviously take me so long to make, so that's where I'm like, how am I not getting ahead? Like, you know, I'm selling the same amount like that I was selling last year or the year before, but like I was able to get so much more done. But it's the bags, because for the time it takes me to make one bag and sell and like have that sold, I could make 50 scrunchies or whatever it is. So I think that's where I'm like getting annoyed at myself, like, oh, I'm not doing enough, but I am. But it's just a different thing that I'm doing. It's just taking me a lot longer. That's my little list of things I've sold in the last week that aren't already fulfilled. So I did also sell obviously over 100 of the patterns, so that was really cool. This is a sustainable workload for me. This I can get done, so I'm very excited, especially because a lot of these are actually already done. Well, once the booklets and everything, so the booklets are already done, finished those this morning. Once the A0s come in, I'll just have to fold them up and put them in the little sleeves. So I am very excited. But that probably will have to go out Monday or Tuesday because all my supplies have not come in yet. Even though I did put express, I paid for express for most of these, but honestly I did not expect so many to sell like at all. Like I wasn't really even expecting to sell the A0s or the booklets. I kind of put them up because I was like, oh, it would be a cool thing for someone to have as like a collectible almost, like if I do start doing the patterns more regularly, to have like a hard copy. And like I know I would want a hard copy, but I know a lot of people don't care for that, so I almost didn't even put them up. I almost was like, it doesn't even matter. But I'm glad I did, because there's obviously lots of people that actually do like the A0s and the booklets. I didn't know if this was going to be a complete flop. I didn't know if like I was only going to sell 10 patterns and they're all going to be PDF. Honestly, that's probably what I was expecting from this. I didn't expect people to be so excited for it, I guess. Like they actually wanted to pay the money when I know like you could make it yourself sort of thing. They just wanted my pattern. So it's kind of a nice feeling as well that people wanted to support me in that way. I think I've just got decision paralysis at the moment. I'm going to choose some fabrics, I think. So let's have a look. Okay, I don't know whether to like go in the other room and choose ones out of that wall, like all the new fabrics that I've received, or just to choose them out of here. I don't know. I think we're going to start with the yellow, orange, red first. This is going to take me so long because I'm going to be like, oh, what if they don't like the colors I choose? I do that all the time. I know someone did request to have this one, which, you know, I'm happy to do that. So I will be doing that one, and I also need the yellow. Yeah, she sent me a private message and was like, please, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, I don't mind. I do have lots of it too. I mean, like if I didn't have a lot of it, I'd probably have to say no, but because I just ordered another 4 meters of each of these, I was like, that is fine, I've got plenty of that to spare. Yellow, orange, red. Yellow, orange, red. I don't know. I feel like I probably don't even have a lot of like yellow, orangey, reddy colors. Let's go have a look in the other room. Okay, yellow, orange, red. Yellow, orange, red. Got some red up here. Do we have any that are going to be suitable? We've got like a poppy one, so that's a possibility. Got a velvety one, possibility. That one, like sunflowers. That one. Oh, what about this one? That one's fun. I like this one. Just like try and grab that out. That one's also nice too, like the orangey. Some of these aren't suitable though. Like I'm just feeling them. Like that's a knit, so that's not really suitable. That would have been a good one though. Llamas. I feel like this one's nice. Like that's quite orange, and we can kind of match that up. So I did say the outer color is kind of what you're picking, and then I'll just like match it up. So like with this, I'd probably go pink or a blue or a green, because like I'll try and match it off these colors here, like the little florals. I'll see what I got. Oh, I've also got that one too. Maybe we can do like both of those. Got like some gingham ones. I do feel like green will go well with this though. Like a real, ooh, like that one. I like that one. But I might need that one because that's a bag. I can't do that one. Okay, this is going to take me a while. I'm going to figure it out. Okay, so I found this one, which I think goes well with this. Like this one's kind of busy, whereas this one's not. So that kind of goes well, I think. So I'm going to do that for the orange ones. I've decided to just do this because then it'll be easier. I can just cut once. Because I've only got 2 for orange. Well, orange, yellow, red. Next one, I was thinking this one. So this one's like a nice like florally, I don't know if you can see that. Like embroidery, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it's not completely soft, no, not completely smooth. It's got like little flowers. And then I was going to put this one for the outer. I do realize that some people might want it to be the other way around. I mean, that's up to them, I guess. But I probably would recommend more the rayons and stuff on the inside. But I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you like, really. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I could probably do all 3. This one, like that blue. I'm trying to like keep it to like the same colors, but we'll see how we go. And the others are pink, and I've also got that fun one, so I'm gonna have to try and find something in here. I'm thinking this one for the fun print, so it's like got little animals, and it's also like Australian theme. This one would actually make a really nice makeup bag, but it's also a directional print, so I might have to like make sure you put the label on the right side so that it's not, yeah, backwards. I don't know if I actually wrote that in the pattern, which is not good. I probably should have mentioned that you need to like make sure the direction's going the right way. Maybe that's what someone meant when they messaged me, because I thought the direction was the pull, not the way that a print is laid out. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, whoopsie days. It's a very big possibility that I might change the way I do these ones and do ones that are pre-selected, because that way people know what they're getting and they won't be like disappointed when they open it. Yeah, I'm thinking this one's probably more of a fun print. I like this one better. I could still probably do this one for pink though, because like that one's still really nice. I don't know. I like this one. As I said, this is going to take me a while just because I second guess myself a lot. Okay, I think I found 3 that I'm semi-happy with. This one, I'm still not even semi-happy with this one actually, to be honest. Purple. And then like a lovely, I like this one the best. So it's like really nice pink, florally, pretty. That one. I think I definitely will be changing it to have sets that are already pre-made in stock for the kits. And that way I don't have to like be anxious about choosing colors for people. I feel like this, because it's such like, it's still a very expensive item, I will feel bad if people don't actually like what they receive. So I think I will be changing that and having people choose sort of like what colors. I'll have like a couple options for each color. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to start cutting these out. These are the ones I've went with. So the fun print is this one, and I was going to do that for the inside. Or I could even do that one for the inside. I don't know. Then that one, that one, that one, that one at the top there. So yeah, I don't know. And then I've also got my little labels too, which I'm going to match up as best as I can. But we'll see. There wasn't a lot of... Oh, so like this one would go perfect with the fun one. So well. Okay. I can't wait to like match all that up. So that'll be really fun. But let's start off with the pink, and my favorite pink. I do have more of this underneath the desk as well, so I can grab more if I need it. I need to find all my cutting supplies. I think I'll have to do like a handy tips thing, because if someone does use like a pink, let's just say they use a pink on the outer fabric when we're doing the quilting, and then maybe like the pink is like quite strong against the wadding, it could show up on the lining, if that makes sense, like because it'll be sandwiched. I mean, it would make more sense if I use like black as an example, if I had like a lighter color on in the inside, like print out and just say, you know, use white bobbin for the quilting part. And also like a handy tip for what's a pocket and what's not. So I fold them so then they're like this, but people probably unfold them and maybe like iron them first, and maybe not realize that they're two different shapes. So I'll have to have like a distinguishing factor against like what one's the pocket and what one's the handle, because some people might accidentally mess that up. I'm trying to think of what other, like, it's kind of hard to put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes to think how someone else will think when it comes to doing this sort of stuff, because I know I think so differently to general population just because of, you know, I've got things that most people don't, like ADHD and probably other things. Yeah, so I think very differently. My brain is wired differently, so it's a bit hard to kind of think how other people might interpret things. So yeah, I just want to try and make sure when people receive these, they'll be able to like do it correctly without making any mistakes, and like everything's kind of straightforward. But I think those two handy hints will be good. Everything else I think I've mentioned in like the booklets and like everything else. I do actually really like this combo. I think this combo might be one that I put up for sale because this is such a cute combo. Okay, so I've done 3, but this obviously is only just the fabric portion. I still have like the labels and everything to go. I don't know what label I'll put on this one. So I think I've got a couple labels over here. Probably more the handmade one. So I got the green one might look cute though. Like a pop of green. Because it's kind of got like the daisy, like white daisies. Oh, that's going to be a hard choice. Yellow is probably a bit too much. Otherwise this nice subtle one. Like that handmade with love one. I don't know if I have a lot of those ones though. I can't remember if I ordered a bunch or not. Because they were kind of expensive. Like the labels are really expensive to order. I did notice that one of my customers ordered like one of each size in the same color. And I did message them and they're happy to do either. To do like 3 of the same or 3 different. So I might give her 3 different. Because I'm still cutting out all the pinks and purples anyway. I'm going to put these somewhere. I do really like this combo though. I feel like I want to put this on the website or something. I have so many combos that I want on the website. I just don't have the time to make them all. There's just so many nice ones. So pretty. I have been doing little bits and bobs today, trying to get the DIY packs ready for the makeup bags. So I do have my retainers in. I didn't wear them for like a week. Again, I'm so bad. I have been completing the makeup bag DIY kits. These are all the kits that have sold. So we've got some really pretty colors in there, quite a few pinks and purples, a few blues. Created all those, although like they're obviously not fully finished. I need to select all these. So I've got the wadding and the interfacing. I'm only doing one piece of wadding in these, one piece of wadding and one interfacing. And then I also need to put the label in, and I also need to put the zippers in, which I've already got all the zippers ready to go. So I was thinking about packaging up tomorrow. I think the only thing and these. So I only just did a big cut, and I hadn't thrown this out yet, but I'm going to include this. So I'm going to cut these like out, so then each of these can go in with the packs, so then people know how to put the interfacing on. I had some really helpful comments on my last video about, or my makeup bag video, and people were saying to hold the iron, because like I tend to, I move it, but you're meant to hold, like press and hold, and that's why my heat press works so well. So I didn't realize that. I thought like you're meant to like, yeah, move it around. So that's really great info, but now that I do have the heat press in here, it is so much easier. Now the next thing I did was select all of the orders that have sold. There are a few things I need to make. There's 2 makeup bags I need to make. There's probably 5 scrunchies I need to finish off or make from scratch. I don't know why, but I didn't have some of these. They should be made, but I don't know. I have to do another stock take. And then I've sold some clearance teas. I barely got any left now, so thank you so much, guys. I had some great comments about how to like utilize the teas and like make them into something, but I think I'm just gonna leave them up and just wait until they all clearance out, because I sold another 3 this week, and like I would have to be down to like 10 or like 12 now, so that's super good. I also sold some more clearance scrunchies I've got on the website, and I sold some coin purses as well, the old style. I did sell quite a few bits and bobs, which is good. I can't even show you this now because I've done all my scribblings on it. Yeah, I've got a lot of green. I just need to wait for those A0 patterns to come in. That's really what I'm waiting for. I think they're going to arrive next week, so that means I can't ship all these orders out till next week anyway now because of that, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay, because I did receive like the other box and they were shipped at the same time. I actually think that the A0, did I say A2? I meant like A0, the patterns, I'm pretty sure that was shipped earlier. Also, my flyers have been delayed because I ordered flyers to go on the front of my envelopes. I didn't order too many. I don't know if I'll use them all, but I just thought that would like look nice and like make it more polished. Thinking about putting the DIY kits in these. I don't know if they'll fit. That's the only thing, because I was like, what am I going to put them in to make them like a nice little kit? So like these are pretty big. I'm more worried about the wadding. The thick wadding is probably like the only issue. Unless I put that separately, like just fold that up separately and like just keep everything else in this little thing. Oh, and I also received my massive big roller wadding, which I'll show you tomorrow because I can't bother bringing it out there now. And I received the other things I bought from Birch, which is my other smaller waddings, interfacing, I think. I don't know if I bought that now. And I purchased a bunch of thread. Yeah, I should be ready for the kits to ship out as early as tomorrow. I think I've got everything for those. It's just the A0 pattern pieces I'm still waiting on. Hopefully they'll arrive tomorrow, otherwise Monday. I think I will just wait until Monday to ship everything all at once. Actually, I think the deadline's like Thursday. Yeah, it'll be Thursday next week because I have the 1 to 2 week processing time. So if I can just like get everything packaged up, if I make it to the post office, I make it and like try and get some orders out. But if I can just make everything, get everything done, and I can start filming, like packaging everything up. Because a few things I do have to make still. Yeah, okay. There's really not that much. There's not much. Anyway, that's my update. I didn't do any of the packaging today though. I forgot I had to edit my YouTube video. So I am currently editing that. It should be ready by tonight, which is great. And I'll probably work on those tomorrow. I know the post office is open till about midday. I don't think I'm going to make the post office, but if I do, I'll be able to get those orders out. If not, they can go out first thing Monday morning. And that way, I don't know, I feel like it's a bit more calm. Like I can just get everything out, slowly tinker with a few things, because there's not a lot to make. Like really, there's not a lot to do. I'm currently editing a vlog where I'm a little bit stressed because I was making about 10 bags I think with this one, there's 2 to make, 2 tote bags. So 4 all up, I can get that done in a day. And then I can get all the rest done in the same day as well. So, I mean, if I put my mind to it tomorrow, I might be able to get it all done. There is a market on Sunday. Don't know if I'll go though, because the weather's meant to be terrible. We are in the middle of winter, so it is to be expected. It is meant to be raining, but I'm gonna just pay close attention to it for Saturday and just see what happens. Good morning, everyone. I am still waiting on my A0 patterns to come in. They should be arriving Monday, so that's fine because that's still well within my processing time. But I am a little bit worried that I don't have enough, so I may have to go into Officeworks and just pay the premium price to print more, which is fine as well because yeah, I have had a few more get ordered and it has taken, well, it would be a week, like, and that's a long time to wait for like orders to, like, the pattern to come in. I don't know why it's been held up. It's been held up though. I am actually very stressed about the whole US tariff thing. Like, they're meant to be introducing the tariff, but they've also said, or USPS has also said, oh, you know, we don't have the facilities to like charge people tariff, so we might just charge $80 per parcel no matter what the contents is. So even if the contents is worth $20 AUD, they'll charge $80 USD. Oh, I just got another Patreon. I think that means I got 5 or 6 Patreons now. 6. I have 6 paid members and 18 free members. So yeah, this will be my first one. My first video for Patreon, which will be exciting. The normal channel too, but it will be cut. There's lots of topics in this one that I will not be talking about in the cut version, which will be going up to YouTube. I just kicked over my chair by accident. I was meant to just move it over there. Whoopsie. And I think I just dented the wall. It'll be days. Yeah, I think I'm going to pack up these today, because I think I've got everything now. Everything should be here. Put everything in. I need to go grab the thread. That's what I need. I'm going to write a little list, a little checklist down, I think, just so I don't miss anything. So I have just wrote down what I'm thinking. So obviously we need the outer fabric plus the pocket, handle and tab. We need the inner fabric plus the pocket, thread, QR code, wadding, interfacing instructions, label, zipper, and then possibly handy hints. So I think that's everything. That's what I had mostly written down on this on like the kit instructions. Like, I can't think of anything else that I would need in there. I feel like that's everything. So as long as I follow this guide, we will be fine. I think the first thing I'm going to do is cut up some of these. So I think I already mentioned that I only recently like made a bulk cut of all these different, yeah, the instructions, and I just hadn't thrown them out yet. They were like still sitting out in the other room, so that made it easy because I was like, oh, I can just use this and put it in with each order. That is so smart. So I'm just going to cut all these apart, put them in a nice little neat pile. Okay, so I currently have another one of these, massive. I don't know how many that is. Maybe that's number 4. That's what I need to open up though, because yeah, it has all my thread in it. But also all my plants are dying. Like, I think it's because it's so cold. But my like nan, she repotted them all, and I feel like they've got, I don't know, some like root shock or something, because like I swear they've gone like moldy or something. Well, some of them, I don't know, they just look like they're dying. This one's actually growing a new leaf, but I don't know. I think they're all dead. They're just all slowly dying. So it's really sad because they're all dying. I did also get a new wadding, the white wadding, to go with that. I'm not doing the white wadding in the DIY kits though, because I mean one wadding is enough. I just like to do both, like when I'm actually selling my products. That's what I just prefer, but it's not necessary. Okay, so got a bunch of thread here. I did get 5 white, a box of white actually. How many is in here? 10. I must have got 15 white. Anyway, how many is in this one? 5 navy, which is good actually, because I realized that I've barely got any of my navy thread left for my own stuff. And I got 5 black. So I didn't really bother with too many colors this time around, just because white looks fine on all of them in my opinion. So, and like the only colors I got that were deeper colors were black and navy, because they need specific colors. Like I could have got like a light pink or something, and I still might use the light pink because I do have it in the smaller ones for the minis. So I got the 100-meter ones, so they're much smaller, the Gooderman. They'll look like that, which I was thinking about putting in with the minis. And I might still put it in with the mini because I feel like this one would match quite well with like a light blue. When you like wind the bobbin up, it only gets 1.5 bobbins. So if you wind up 2 bobbins with this, you still have bobbin left over. So I'm gonna have to like, I think I'm gonna have to write like a handy hints sort of thing. Only wind up 1.5 bobbins, so then you can get the full use out of the spool. And like maybe just use white for the under, like for that bobbin for like when you're quilting. Does that make sense? I might just write some of these little handy hints down. I thought I'd already like started writing it, but I don't know where it is. I need to like make some space up here too, because everything's such a mess. Okay, I'm going to see how I go. I think I'm going to put some of these out as well. I think I'll put the QR codes. I might put them in now rather than later. I just haven't printed out any like handy hints or anything yet. I'm also just thinking how I'm going to differentiate between the packets. So I was thinking like a little color thing, and I can write very small like L, M or S. Large, medium, small. Because I was just thinking about putting them in here. I don't know if they're all going to fit in here. I might have to keep the wadding separate for some of these, especially the large. But I mean the mini looks like it will fit, and that should be everything. So that's got the label, which I think is so cute, the thread, zipper, inner, outer, the QR code, the instructions for the interfacing, and then the wadding as well. This barely fits as it is, so I don't know. I might use my big sticker to pin that down. Yeah, I definitely think I'm probably not going to be able to have the wadding in the same bag unless I get a really big bag. And considering I didn't order, I didn't have any orders for white or black, these would be perfect. Because I'll be able to just, yeah, because I got purple, pink, yellow, all of the gang is here. I need a pen though now. I have like a bag of stuff I got from Daiso and like just other shops when I went to Japan 2 years ago. And I just sometimes go, yep, it's time. It's time to use some things out of there. And it's great. Okay, let's see if this works. Is that black? Yeah. So I was just thinking something like that, just to distinguish. And this one was the fun one. Maybe I'll use, oh yeah, it is the fun one. Maybe I'll just have to go small / fun, like that. Yeah, that works. So it is a small fun. Just gonna put it right on there. I know it's tiny, but I mean, it's not like I have a billion orders. Like, I've only got like a couple here, so that's fine. That's one done. Continuing on, I feel like I need a little box to put them all in. I feel like the green's a little bit nicer with this. Oh, but the red also matches. Oh. This is such a hard decision. No, I instantly like the green. I don't know. With this one, you might think, oh yeah, it'll be better with the dark color, but trust, it will look better with the white. Like, because if you have the darker color running through those white flowers, it just doesn't look right. Because I did that with one of my floral bags the other week, and yeah, I really did not like it. So yeah, I had to change straight back. Also, a lot of the wadding that I had pre-cut already for my own use, there's a lot of it that's way too big, so I'm just cutting off. I'm trimming off some excess. I keep losing my rotary cutter though. Like, where did it go this time? For real, where is it? Oh, there it is. So I do think with the bigger sizes, I'm going to need to probably eventually get maybe a pack that's a little bit bigger, because obviously the wadding is very thick. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do to like package the medium and yeah, the other one up. Because I could do something like this and then just have this separately in the box, because obviously it does take up a bit of room, or in the satchel even, so like that. I just need to obviously remember that mediums and larges don't have it in the little, I mean, it's very obvious, like the actual bags are way smaller without that in there. So I've just finished making these into like little packets, and there's a couple more over here. Obviously the wadding is super thick, so that's going to be really fun to package up. So I'm going to clear some space because I want to try and yeah, make some of these other orders now. I mean, a lot of these I can't even pack up just yet because people have purchased the A0 patterns with them, so I probably can't package them up till Monday anyway. I'm just gonna have to find somewhere to like kind of lean them against, or maybe put them in a box, because they're so fluffy they just keep falling over. I can't stack them too high, they're gonna end up falling over. There's heaps of those, and then the small ones actually fit in here, so that was good. But at least they're all completely done. I had a few of these left over. I was only one short for the other type of interfacing. That's okay, because there's a few people that ordered multiple, so I've just like marked it, and I'll just put it with someone else that's ordered more, so then they'll already have it in the little packet, so they'll know what it is. I'm just going to put all of these into here. So I've got like a little thing. It's my little kit box so far. Probably end up with a lot more stuff in there. Might put what you need in there as well. These also arrived. So I'm going to put these on the front of the A4 sleeves. So then, yeah, it can be like a little thing on the front there. Hopefully next week, early next week, I'm hoping Monday, but I don't think it will arrive. But I'm hoping for my envelopes to arrive too. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to ship them in something else. I don't know really what I'm going to ship them in just yet, but I'll figure it out. Morning, guys. So my A0s, which were meant to arrive today, they went to WA. Why are they in WA? I've just had a look at the updated tracking, and they are currently sitting in WA, and I'm like, why? So now it's saying I won't get them to the end of the week, so I'm going to have to go to Officeworks and try and print these out on draft paper and try and get them done that way so I can get these orders out. I do still have until Thursday to get these orders out. It's currently Monday, but I do still have until Thursday, but I wanted to get these on their way now, like sooner rather than later. So I think I will go do that today. There's a few orders I want to get out this morning that don't have anything to do with the A0s, so I might work on that and then have everything shipped tomorrow, because I know there's at least one order that needs to go out today that's due for dispatch. I can't believe that. I was like, how unlucky. I received the other part of the order that was shipped second, so the A0s were actually shipped first. That was the first thing to go, and I received those ones like Tuesday last week, like a week ago. So I'm like, these could have been out so long ago, but they have, yeah, I don't know why they're going there. And they're getting passed around in WA. Like, what is going on? So I might have to contact them and go, did you make sure you put the right address in? I'm sure they did. I'm sure it's just Ozpost that have like really messed this up, but yeah, how annoying. Anyway, that's my little update. So the Officeworks one, I had a look at the reviews and it's like a 1.2 star. Like, it's so bad, the reviews on here. So I have put one tester one in. However, the test print is in black and white because that is like $6.50. The coloured printing's $10, and I do have coloured prints on there. So I'm going to see how it prints, because it came up with a warning saying it's like not good enough. But I'm like, it's a 300 DPI, it's raterized, whatever it is, like it's saved correctly, it's a massive file. So I'm like, how could it not be? Yeah, so I'm like, now I'm worried about my other prints that are coming that I've spent like over $100 on, because I'm like, what if they come and they're not usable? What if they come and, you know, they were blurry or something? Like, they never gave me a warning. And even when I put on I put it on Vistaprint, and Vistaprint always warns me. It's like, this image is too low, this image is too low, and it still prints fine. It didn't warn me. So I'm like, okay, well maybe it is fine. It's just Officeworks, like, because it said it was so glitchy, like all the reviews were so bad. So I'm like, I printed one, and I'm gonna see how it prints, and then I'm just gonna wait and see when these arrive, because I'm gonna maybe have to wait now until Thursday to ship them, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to get them out ASAP. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. I'm going to just see how this one prints out. If it prints out good, I might just bite the bullet and just spend another $100 on getting at least half of these out tomorrow. She said that could take up to another day to print though, and I'm like, ah. So yeah, I've been having issues with this. I am just hoping that it prints okay. I've called her up because obviously I'm like probably 25 minutes away from this store. I don't want to drive in and have to wait nearly a whole day for it to print, because she said they do take quite a bit to print, and like it depends on like what other things are going on. So she said that she's going to print this one for me, call me up, let me know how it looks, and then I'll order the rest if she says it's, but if she says it's, I'm going to be really freaking out, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to like spend a lot of time on this to figure out what I can do, because I've got orders to get out and they're meant to be fine. Like the other place never even said a thing, and Vistaprint's not saying anything either, and Vistaprint's usually really good for that. They usually go, nah, it's going to look blurry. I'm hoping it prints out okay. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I've just printed out all my little packing slips. There's 35, no, probably a couple more because I had some Etsy ones. But yeah, about 35 orders to do. I just want to try and get them packaged up as quickly as possible. As I said, there's a few that I needed to, I want to get out today. I just want to get them out sooner rather than later. I don't like when orders are sitting there, especially when they are ready. Like, it's a different story if like I need to use that whole 2 weeks time to get everything prepared. But a lot of these, like the DIY kits, they're ready to go. Everything already arrived for those. And they arrived, which this is like the annoying part, because I ordered some of these things mid last week and they have already arrived. Whereas I ordered the A0s were the first things I ordered. Like, and that was the day after I did launch. I like was like, okay, I'm just gonna order a bunch of them. And they still haven't arrived. And the thing I did order with them, which is the PDF booklet, that arrived last Tuesday. So yeah, it's pretty much been a week that I've been waiting for these. They were meant to arrive a week ago. So I'm a little bit stressed about that, but that's fine. I'm gonna quickly just go through my list and see what I can package up today, right now, get those packaged up, and then I'll go through and make some other things that are easy enough to like get them out. Might even do that first, because there's like a few small things, like a scrunchie here, a DIY kit there, and that way I can like package up most of these orders today. The only thing that's major are the tote bags, so I can get those, yeah, made up and posted as well today. A little bit stressed out over that shipment. That's okay. I'm still waiting on Officeworks to get back to me. Printed it yet, I don't think. And by the time I went in there and stuff, it could like waste an hour. So I'd rather get all these others out that actually are due to go out this week anyway. At least I've got time to fix it. At least like there's still four days at least, even 5 days that I've got to like try and resolve this, whether that be printing them for like super expensive, but at least they're going to be going out to the customers ASAP. I'm okay with that. I will, yeah, just do that, because it's not like there's a lot of them that need to go out this week anyway, so it's fine. That's what I keep telling myself. I think I'm just gonna have to like put them maybe wrap it in tissue paper and then put them in as they are, because they're just so fluffy. They need to be like maybe in like a Ziploc bag almost to like squish them down, but I also don't want to do that because I am trying to avoid using plastic stuff. You know, I've been using the satchels, but that's because I've got them there. I want to try and use them up. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to get all these done. Stop procrastinating. I always lose my mini scissors. I've got like 5 pairs of scissors, little ones, for cutting little threads. What? I don't know where they go. I've lost them. I don't know where they are. So I have to try and find them, but I've just finished making up the rest of these little scrunchies. There wasn't too many to make. I still have to do the bags, but I think I will hold off on doing the bags maybe until after I package up everything, finish on the bags, because there's not many there, so that won't take me too long. So I still have plans on trying to get all these out by, yeah, the end of the day. I just called Australia Post and they said that, yeah, it was meant to be delivered obviously last week, and they said that, yeah, it might not even arrive until next week. So I'm going to just wait until Officeworks calls me back. I will see how the like thing printed. If it printed good on their system, then I might reprint with my other supplier, get them expressed, like shipped, because if I even posted it today, I could possibly receive it tomorrow with express shipping, which is probably the better idea. So I might even put another order in ASAP with them and maybe just call them and see how they print on theirs, maybe. I don't know. It is just like a bit of a mess around because like it's supposed to be here and it's just so annoying. I think I'm gonna try and contact these guys maybe even, and maybe submit the order with Express and try and get it through that way. Because if they print today, because they print really quick and post really fast, which is, yeah, one of the good things about them. Order by 2 p.m. for Express overnight delivery. There you go. Okay, so I might try and, yeah, figure out how to call them. Okay, update on A0 pattern. Officeworks, I called Officeworks. They said that it printed out perfect. There's absolutely no issues with it. Because I was like, oh, you know, it said it was going to be blurry. And she was like, it's not blurry at all. It looks great. And I was like, okay, now I can stress less. But either way, because I've got so many and they've had a really busy day, they won't be able to get done today. They said that, you know, it would probably take another 1 to 2 business days. So that's okay. But yeah, either way, it would have to be tomorrow. I'd pick it up. So what I've done is I've contacted the original print shop and I've said, you know, can we get this out ASAP? You know, just contact me if there's any issues, blah, blah, blah. And I paid $20 for express shipping. Hopefully it arrives tomorrow. Yeah, I think that they should print it and ship it today, because it says on the website that if you order express before 2, it's shipped that same day. So yeah, I'm hoping that's gonna arrive. You know, it might get delayed like one day, might come on Wednesday, but usually if we're both in Victoria, they're in Melbourne, I'm in Gippsland, it will usually arrive the next day if I click express, especially if they ship today. So I'm hoping that they'll arrive. So far, I've spent quite a bit of money on the A0 patterns, but I haven't received any yet. I haven't actually touched them. I haven't triple checked them to make sure it is exactly what I want and what I'm comfortable like selling. So that is a little bit stressful, but I know that it should be fine. It will be fine, and I don't want to stress myself out too much until I know like there's an actual issue. Because at the moment, the only issue is I haven't got any, and I've resolved that issue by ordering more. So that should arrive. It will arrive before the deadline, which is Thursday. So we'll be fine. It's fine. I still can't find my scissors though. I don't know where they went. And I don't know how to cut all these now because I need my little scissors and I don't know where they are. Let me know. Please let me know that other people experience this, that things just go missing and they can't find them. Like, I've got 4 pairs at least, like minimum. Where are my little scissors? Okay. My shipment is currently on its way. They've already shipped it. I ordered it an hour and a half ago and they've shipped it express. So hopefully it arrives tomorrow, I'm hoping. But yeah, that is good. That's a good thing. I've just packaged up the majority of the orders that are were already made, such as the DIY packs and any of the scrunchies. Just need to make a couple more bags. And then I will go ship all of these today. So far so good. Like, I feel a little bit less stressed now that I know, one, I got it printed at Officeworks. They confirmed that the resolution is fine. So now with this order that I printed online, it should arrive tomorrow with Express, which would be the same if I ordered them all from Officeworks anyway. So yeah, fingers crossed. That's my little update. I'm just currently packaging up orders. They're all just down there. There's a lot of orders I can't package up just because I'm missing the A0s. Pretty much package up half the orders though. First lot going out. Okay, I've got it. This is just the test runs that I got from Officeworks. I just got Josh to grab it for me on his way home from work. Let's hope. Oh my gosh, it's actually so big. What the heck? I don't know if you can tell how big this is, but it's really, really large. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it though. Like, it's printed fine. I'm just going to make sure it's printed correct though. Yeah, it's perfect. But all of them are, yeah, there. So I won't be able to, I probably could give this one away or sell it. It's gonna be very interesting to like fold them, because like I'm gonna have to fold them. Obviously they're gonna come folded, they're not gonna just be rolled up, because I read somewhere that you can iron your paper patterns to remove the creases. Just a test copy in black and white as well, because this one I did them in color, the little circles, which is probably silly of me because obviously most places like it's cheaper to print in black and white. It's okay. Okay, that's how it's gonna come. Let me just make sure it fits in the little parcel box thing. It's not looking good. I might have to get bigger envelopes, or just not put them in an envelope. There is one size bigger, which I can go and purchase from Officeworks. But yeah, I don't think they're going to fit in there, because for some reason A0 doesn't fold down to the same size as this. It's slightly bigger. Hey guys, just a little update. They still haven't arrived. Oh, they're meant to arrive today. I'm waiting very impatiently, and like I feel like because they haven't arrived yet, I'm like in paralysis. I can't do anything because I'm like, okay, today is the day that I wanted to ship them all out. I still have one more day left. I still have until tomorrow, when that is out. Yeah, is my 2-week processing time. So as soon as that one does arrive though, I will be placing another order for the A3, for the booklets, and for more of these. So I did actually use this, and I rolled it out to this size, which is fine. So now that way I don't need to change anything about what I was going to do. So now I can put them in these envelopes with, you know, all this will fit in nice, and I'll be able to ship them other envelopes or like packages and stuff. But yeah, even to ship documents overseas, it's still going to cost the same as shipping like a big parcel, which is so silly. They have an option to ship registered post, like a document, but that's more expensive than the $20 parcel. Work that out. Yeah, it comes with signature on delivery, but I mean, it probably would almost work out the same with the MyPost account if you added signature on delivery to like your just normal postage box. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's my day. I'm trying to psych myself up to actually do some actual work, because yeah, I have everything laid out. Everything is ready to go. As soon as those pieces are in, I'm folding them up and shipping them. And now I'm just like, I don't know what to do now, because I really want to get them out, because I've like set my mind on something and it's really hard to like change that once it's set. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just rambling. Yes, I've finished all the other bits and pieces that needed to be finished for these orders. Everything is ready. They're all ready to go. I'm just waiting. Anyway, I will be back on once they arrive, and I'm hoping it's still today. It's currently midday. I just checked the tracking again, and it says it's coming today and it's on board for delivery. That was 20 minutes ago. Okay, I can breathe. But now I'm like, do I just like get everything ready? I hope it comes soon. I don't usually receive deliveries in the like really late afternoon, so I will be interested to see what time it does come. I'm thinking 1 o'clock. I really doubt it'll come after that. But that's good news. Yay! Okay, I can breathe now that it's coming today, and I can go get all these orders out before schedule, before the time crunch. So that's great. Okay, I did decide to start packaging them up, or at least getting them ready to package up. So I thought I'd start pasting these on the front, and then including my QR codes, and also putting the booklet in there already with the QR code, so the booklet's already in there. So I would paste all these on. Little fun fact, when I was doing my school like year 12 and like year 11 and stuff, it was so expensive to buy good glue sticks. They're like $4 each, and I did so many folio subjects, so many. And one day Kmart had a massive discount on them. They were like $2 or something. So I was like, perfect, I'm gonna buy heaps of them. And then I ended up with so many, and I have never used them all. I got so many still sitting there. I probably should even like get a scrap piece of paper so I can get those corners nice and like stuck down properly, because I don't like the look of that it's like slightly raised. The Kmart ones are so much better. Like, they're actually way better, and I'm so sad that they don't have these ones anymore, because these ones have like the security thing, like they're not just plain white. So I guess when I buy more, because I think this was like a 25 pack, when I try and find more of these, I'll try and get more why are they all upside down or different ways around? I'll try and find ones that are completely white. But these were way more expensive than the Kmart versions anyway. Figured I could just do this to get all those corners down. The only thing is I might accidentally end up with glue on the other side, which I think I just did. Probably use double-sided tape for this as well. I just don't know if I have any. Oh my gosh, I think it's arriving. I just saw the van. They're finally here. Okay, let's hope that they printed out correctly. I'm slightly stressed, but it's fine. Let's have a look. Oh, I also found my scissors, both, like 2 pairs of them actually, because they were, where were they? Like on the ground or like hidden. I cleaned my room. Actually, I probably could have left these together. What I really need to do is just open one of them. Caught it. Okay. Got some tissue paper that I can reuse, which is weird. I need to try and roll it the other way so I can get like the crease out. Okay, it looks like it's printed out really well. Everything looks great. I'm just trying to like get rid of those creases though. Alright, the last thing I need to do is just double check the measurements. 1 inch, perfect. And 5, yeah. That is absolutely fine. Okay, now I just need to like fold these. I think, far out. I think I'm gonna go fold them out in the other room because I can do it on the ground. I just need to do it without creasing them too much or dropping them on my way out there. I actually think because I rolled it up so neatly, it will fit in the A4s. I'm just going to go double check. So remember the last one I did, well the first one I did, I folded it very roughly and it wouldn't fit. It was about like this much too big. That should fit fine without folding it anymore. Look at that. Yay. Okay. Whew. No more stress. Let's fold all this. They are all folded nice and neatly, and they'll fit perfectly in these that I have, which is great. That's my folding job. I think I've done pretty well, if I do say so myself. Oh, I just cut myself. Paper cut. I do need to make some more of these up though. I think I need to do at least 11, probably more. 1, 2. I'm going to make it stack with the ones with the booklet and the ones without the booklet. I'll do the booklet ones first. Okay, first stack of prints are going out today, which is very exciting. Now I just need to keep these separate while I package them up. I'm also going to go through and highlight the packing slips and make sure I highlight the ones with the instruction booklets too. These and these, they don't quite fit these. I have to like bend it slightly, which is a little bit annoying. So I was thinking about putting it in with this, like an actual satchel. For stuff that doesn't have, I think that should be okay. It shouldn't bend too much. But like if I was just doing the satchel without anything else, actually I might put in tissue paper first. If I was just doing the satchel with just the pattern or like the instruction booklet, I think I'll get some like cardboard and put it in with it. I think that would be a good idea. So I might have to start using the satchels instead. I mean, it'll work for now, but sort of the point of like doing it like this was so you had somewhere nice to keep everything. I didn't want it to like be too creased. I mean, I think I'm being pedantic. It's only like one small crease at the top. Anyway. Hey. And this one's another box that I've saved because I thought, you know what, I know some of these orders have quite a bit of things. So I'm going to reuse this box because it's kind of like a good size. This customer ordered all 3 sizes and the pattern. As we know, this stuff is so fluffy. Like, if I don't squish this down, it would be literally taking up the whole thing. There, it only just fits in there. That probably won't stay. Okay, I had just enough. Just enough, I think. Do I have any? Oh, wait. So one back here. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I did package up just enough. There's one. One more left here. So once the others arrive, I'll have another 20. I do need to make some more booklets up, so we'll have to do another order for those because someone else has ordered a booklet one, but that one isn't due to ship for another week and a half, and she's ordered like a bunch of other things. This one was ordered yesterday, but I had it already. It was ready to go, so I'm going to ship this one. I actually prefer shipping them in the satchels, if I'll be honest, but then again, the satchels are only good for if they're paid for tracked post. A lot of people have chosen to do non-tracked, so I have just put it in this with stamps, or they have done tracked, but I can put them in an envelope and track it that way. Ones that look like this. So I do need to purchase some more of those as well, because they both work well. I just need to kind of crease a little bit the A4 pockets. Why can't that fit in there? I guess it's because it's meant for just sending out documents as it is, not a sleeve, I suppose, but it's still annoying. So I'm practically up to date with all orders. I've got one custom order that I haven't shipped out because we're waiting. We need to wait for a few things for that order, and because she's buying quite a few bags. So yeah, I'm waiting on that one, and the other one, yeah, only came in yesterday. Everything else is done. And that means there's the end of this video, which is going to be such a long vlog. This launch was better than I could have anticipated. It's been great. I definitely want to try and like release more in the future, especially like my tote bags and like maybe the coin purses as well, because both of those are my own designs, and I've drafted those ones. Obviously the coin purses is not so much different to other coin purses on the market, but it still is my design, especially the new design that I've made. So there's that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ship all these one day early. Some of these will be like a week early because some of them were ordered like only a few days ago, but yeah, one day early at least, so that's really good. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go get ready and probably go out for lunch and actually like kind of celebrate the small wins. Thank you everyone that did place an order with me and supported me for the pattern launch. As I said, it well exceeded my expectations, and I just wasn't expecting that sort of support for, yeah, my pattern. So super excited for that. And if you haven't yet, go check out my Patreon. There is an extended version of this video on Patreon. Don't know how long extended it will be, but it's definitely the uncut version. Could be 30 minutes or it could be an hour longer than this one, so you can go check that out too. Yeah, sign up for my Patreon if you'd like to support me in a different way. I will be trying to upload at least one extra video per month on Patreon, so you can sign up for that if you would like to view. Some videos will be posted eventually on the YouTube. Some videos are going to be Patreon exclusives, and some videos like this video is over there, but the uncut version, which is me practically just talking about life problems. Or like life things, life stresses. Honestly, this last like month has been the most stressful time. As I said, I had a very stressful time last year trying to get all the orders out, but this is like a different kind of stress because like getting all the orders out, that's I haven't got much riding on that. Like that's not a massive thing, whereas the stress that I had in the last month, that is it's a really big stress because it's like impacting a big thing in my life. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!